Jim Carrey and Robin Williams are the same style of humor, I think.
Yeah.
They're always
like
on
bam,
the
wow, 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 yeah. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, we're live. I don't know.
Are we live?
It's YouTube. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Cinema Sickness is live now.
I guess we're good then. All right. So apparently we are working.
Hang on, I want to watch this.
Oh, yeah. You want to watch Cinema Sickness go live?
I want to.
Hey, Sav. Oh, it's Sav.
This guy's pretty good
Sav,
sometimes.
I just got a package from you today. I like the biggest splotch on my glasses. Hello, LFG Lucky. Trying to pull you guys up here so I can actually see you big. Oh, thought you were muted. You're not. Okay, anyway. Sav says cool. Hello, Ricardo 2. Oh, what? Hey, David and Joe says Kyle. Hello. All right, let me again pull you guys up all nice and big here so we can read what you're saying. Pop out chat. I love this feature. And at least the chat's coming up on the thing today. Oh, I didn't see what you said. Hi, love the show. First time, long time. says Joe. Krazy Joe's here. Krazy Joe's in the chat. Ooh, Actamont or whatever. It's from Ireland. Remember to guard your. Oh, we got to remember to guard our privacy and abide by our community guidelines according to YouTube. That's a first. I guess that's a new thing YouTube's doing now with live streams.
So I shouldn't tell you his address.
Yeah.
He lives at. I was listening, by the way, to the podcast formerly known as Nerdist, Chris Hardwick's podcast, and he had Lynn Shay from the Insidious movies on.
Okay.
And she was talking about her house, and she named her street where she lived. And she goes, I live on such and such street just off Mulholland. And Chris Hardwick says to her, oh, this is really interesting. I'm going to keep this in the podcast, but I'll cut out the part where you give your street. I'll cut out your street in Mulholland. That won't be in the podcast. And I'm sitting here like, you didn't cut it out because I
just heard it.
Whoops.
Oh, well. Hector wants to know how life's treating us. Well,
pretty good.
Can't complain, I guess.
It's been bad. You know what? This is funny, actually. I found out today, every Sunday I do overtime at work. Mm-hmm. And they cut our overtime. Which means I'm going to lose hundreds of dollars from each check. It's not good. No. So this morning, I picking Kira up from daycare, and I'm a little disappointed. I tell her, I'm like, Kira, they cut Daddy's overtime. They cut my overtime. I'm not going to be working Sundays anymore. So I'm driving up here, and I get a text from my wife, and it says, Kira just told me you're not going to work anymore because they took your memory.
They took your memory?
So I responded, well, I have no memory of that, so it must be true.
I feel like we're not, There you go. Because, I was, one of us was, cut off last week. I'm trying to get this photo right. Anyway, so you have no memory, huh?
Apparently not.
Kids say the darndest things.
What do we think of Star Trek Voyager? I've warmed up to Star Trek Voyager over the years, but it's always been my least favorite Star Trek. I used to hate it.
I've never seen it.
I used to really hate it. Basically, I started kind of giving it another shot during that dead period when Enterprise was canceled and the first of the J.J. Abrams movies hadn't come out yet. Okay. There was this dead period where there was no Star Trek, and I'm like, well, Voyager's literally the only Star Trek I haven't seen every episode of. And it's not as bad as I gave it credit for, but I still think it's the absolute worst Star Trek series.
I've never seen full series. I've only ever seen a bunch of episodes from the original. I've seen a bunch of episodes from Next Gen. I don't think I've ever seen anything from Voyager. I've never seen anything from what was it?
Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is the best. That's the best of all.
What's new in Discovery?
I
haven't seen a Discovery yet.
Yeah.
It's just a series that I want to get into. I want to just plop into them, start watching them all. But I mean, there's so much. How many seasons are some of those? 9 or something.
Most of them are 7 seasons.
Yeah, it's insane. There's so many seasons.
Right.
Uh-oh. So anyway, yeah, it's just something I haven't gotten into. Eventually, I will. Hopefully.
Least favorite Star Wars movie. That for me is The Phantom Menace. Now I know you like them all, but do you have one that you like less than the others?
I might go with episode 2. Maybe.
Is it because it was rough like sand?
There's a lot of like.
Of course.
There's a lot of slow like love interest parts between Padme and Anakin.
They had no chemistry.
Yeah,
really had no
chemistry. I mean, there's some really good parts of that movie. Like I like. There's a lot about that movie I do like. But at the same time, it's like it's got some not so great parts. Which the one with what's his name? Like I'm forgetting his name. I think I want to say he's a Darth. He's got like 6 arms and all the lightsabers.
General Grievous.
Yeah, Grievous. Which one's he in? Is that second one?
Episode 3.
It's 3. All right, so that explains. I love episode 3.
Yeah.
that explains why that's that movie, because I like it so much. So I've seen maybe episode 2, even though I do like episode 2. 3 is my favorite, though. I love episode 3. I'm sorry.
It's your favorite of all?
It's my favorite of all.
Over Empire?
All my favorite Star. Wow. It's my favorite of all Star Wars movies. But here's the thing. A lot of people, they love, like they kind of separate them. Like, oh, here's the original trilogy. Here's the prequels. Here's the new one. I just look at it kind of all. I try to look at it as all one big story. See, because honestly, I never really got into Star Wars until the prequels came out. It's not that I didn't like them or wasn't into them. I just wasn't like, I didn't grow up with Star Wars. Like right. you kind of did, right?
Yes.
I grew up knowing what Star Wars was, and I had seen the movies, but it wasn't something I grew up like really super into, because I guess kind of I grew up like kind of when I guess Star Wars was starting to like kind of like fade out, like almost. So I didn't really grow up with it. It wasn't a big thing in my childhood. So because of that, I never really got into it. And then once I started to get into movies more and collect movies, and I kind of opened my what's we're looking for? Open my I don't know what I'm looking for is. Started getting into different types of movies. I want to say my horizons, but that's not the right word. What's I'm looking for? Broaden my horizons or something.
Sounds as good.
Okay.
Phrases.
Yeah. So I started getting into different kinds of movies, and from that, I watched the prequels, and then I was like, well, I need to like rewatch the original. I was like, these are great. So I kind of look at it as just one big franchise now, and I don't know. I really like the third one. I like the story, I like the characters, I like the story. I like the whole Anakin going to the dark side. It's just I don't know. I enjoy it.
See, I like them. I think Phantom Menace I got problems with, but basically I like them all. But I think the 3 that are my absolute favorite are Empire, the original, A New Hope, and Last Jedi. Those are the 3 I call the flawless 3. Like I think they're flawless. Return of the Jedi I love, but I wouldn't call it flawless.
How are they? Okay, flawless.
I like The Force Awakens, but I wouldn't call it flawless. It's like those 3 I think those are the flawless 3 in my mind.
I don't know. Again, going into it with like a fresh mind when I first started getting into the Star Wars movies like years ago, I noticed all like the flaws in the movies, like because people would be like, oh well, this movie had people would bash the prequels all the time, and they'd say, oh, I don't like this about it, I don't like this character, I don't like this, I don't like the fact that they did that and whatnot. And I'd watch the original trilogy, and I'd be like, well, that's like basically the same thing that happened in the prequels. Like what? Like but that's okay because it happened in the original trilogy. Like or like oh I hate like Jar Jar and whatnot. But the the Ewoks are okay. It's like I don't have anything wrong with the Ewoks, but they're ridiculous characters.
The Ewoks, I'd say the Ewoks are one of the flaws in Return of the Jedi, but they don't bother me as much as Jar Jar because. I don't know. Jar Jar had all the toilet humor, like the "I stepped in poop."
No, I hear you. That's the thing I hate about the thing I hate most about Jar Jar is how like they let the fans like change that character, because he kind of from like the first movie into the second one, he changes. Like he's like super goofy, and then he becomes like so much more serious. And it's like, what's he coming? Is he become like a general or something like that, or
like an ambassador?
Or an ambassador, yeah. He becomes like so much more serious, and I'm like, where did this come from? Like, he should have. I don't know. They could have weeded him out, but they should have. I don't think they should have changed his like who he was. I don't know.
We've been asked by Hector a couple times if we saw Shape of Water. I did. I liked it.
It was good. Shape of Water was great. That was a really good movie.
I like to think of it as the origin story of Abe Sapien from Hellboy, but.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It has that feeling. It was good. Movie Mad, do I think 3D is over? More or less here in the States.
I hope so.
Yeah, I like 3D. Got a big 3D collection. Well, that's my 4K 3Ds down there.
The problem I have with 3D is it changes how you look at the picture. Like, you'll watch a movie. You can watch a movie like 5 times, and you'll notice things in the background you may not have noticed, like something subtle happening in the background of a scene. But 3D kind of trains your eye to look at whatever's front and center. Like, whatever's coming at you, your eye just automatically goes to it, and I think you miss a lot of the...
I don't know if I've ever had that problem. Maybe. I never thought about it. I don't know. So yes, the video is extremely choppy, super slow, like slow motion. Don't know what to tell you. Try refreshing your, your screen.
Moving slow.
Is that happening to everybody else? Because I don't know what to tell you. It's fine for me. I don't know. Blame YouTube, not me.
Aiden Brown says it's the guy from Goodwill.
David, your shelf behind you, the tall one, looks like it's warping. Nope. Maybe it's just the...
Maybe because we were talking about Star Trek, maybe it went to warp speed.
Maybe it's just the angle of the camera. I know the camera's kind of like fate, like it's a little... I want to get us both in here, so it's kind of cockeyed.
Gary asked if we've seen the show Defiance. I have. I interviewed one of the cast members of Defiance, Jesse Rath, he actually plays Brainiac 5 on Supergirl now. He was on my podcast once. It was a pretty good show. Defiance. Defiance was St. Louis. So they changed the name of the city in the future. So whenever I meet anyone from St. Louis, I was like, "Oh, you're from Defiance."
Like mine is choppy, but not too bad. See, I would change I think if I get into here and start try to change settings, it's gonna delete, or it's gonna stop the stream. I think.
Probably.
I think it is. Like I would go in and try to chop I'm reading stuff. I'd go in and try to change my Wi-Fi settings, but I think if I do that, it's gonna stop the stream, and that would be bad. Is it bad enough that I should stop the stream and redo it? What do you guys think? Because I could change my Wi-Fi settings and see if that helps. I'm not even sure I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Favorite guest you had on my podcast? Or Joe. I don't have a podcast.
That's easy. Martin Robinson.
And who's that?
Martin Robinson, who played the puppeteer who performs Mr. Snuffleupagus and Telly Monster on Sesame Street.
Oh, nice.
He was awesome.
See, people say it seems to be getting worse. Some people say it's good. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't think I can. Like, I'm really. I'm fine either way. Okay, I'm gonna try this. If I go away, I will be right back, guys. Like, I think this is gonna screw it up. Let me see. That doesn't do it. Hold on.
Maybe we should try.
We all sideways.
Maybe we should try a different venue.
Are we still there? I can't get the Wi-Fi to come up. Wah!
What if we try a different venue? Like, what if we keep the YouTube going for the people it's working for, but we started on Facebook Live?
It's back to being good. Some people say it was choppy last week. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. How's it going? Oh yeah, the giveaway. Oh crud! Hold on a sec. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you, Martinez Joe. I completely forgot.
Hi everyone. How you doing?
The giveaway. I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to come in, but yeah, the giveaway.
Marty says he was frozen today, so I have to
I was frozen today!
You know what, Marty? You know what you gotta do? You gotta let it go. Let it go.
I get it.
It's a frozen joke.
Alright, so how we do? Are we still choppy and weird? Big lag, and I have Gigablast. I don't know what to tell you guys.
What do we find most in the wild? Squirrels.
Titanic. Even though it's super rare. It says entertainment.
ET VHS tapes.
You find a lot of ET VHS tapes?
Oh yeah, with the green.
With the green top? Those are awesome, yeah.
They were a Sears exclusive when they first came out. Stephen S. asks how I'm doing. Ask David what he thought of First Man. What did you think of your First Man?
Why couldn't you? What did I think of my First Man? Well, back in First Man was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I wonder how truthful it is to real life, or how Hollywood it is. Because if it's true, then Neil Armstrong had some issues that I was not aware of. I have no idea. I liked it though.
What do we think of the Police Academy movies?
Love
Jesse
them.
asks.
I love them.
I don't love all of them. I don't care for Mission to Moscow one bit. And you know what bothers me in Mission to Moscow? Whenever they're playing the game on the Game Boy, there's no game in the Game Boy.
Really?
There's like there's no game in there. There's a big gaping hole in the back of the game.
It's been a long time since I've watched this.
It's been a long time. Getting from there to here.
I mean, they're all, in my opinion, fun for like different reasons. Like some are more fun in a, I don't want to say serious way, because they're not serious. Like, some feel like they're just trying harder to be a better movie than other ones. But even the ones that don't feel like they're trying as hard, the ones that feel like, okay, this is definitely a sequel, they're still cheesy and ridiculous and goofy, and I find them fun for that. I like the characters.
My favorite has always been Police Academy 2. I love that one.
Like Police Academy, the animated series.
Police Academy, that one drives me crazy.
Why?
Oh, man, it's so bad.
Okay.
They keep the peace for you and me. Hooray, the Police Academy. Hey, John, thank you. John says he enjoyed my video on movie theaters. I'm really
that was cool.
shocked
That was cool.
how many people liked that.
I watched that. It was cool.
I thought it was a vanity project, honestly. I'm like, no one's going to care about it.
It was a neat idea.
Yeah, did you still want to do the one where you show me your theaters?
I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know, like how many theaters I have that shut down, because there's the Fox Theater in Coventry, and that's about it. All the other theaters I went to as a kid, I think, actually that's the only one I ever went to.
And
because that was the only, when I was a kid, that was like the only theater around here. Like was the Fox one, unless I went up to like King of Prussia area, which we didn't. Because when I was a little kid, going to King of Prussia actually wasn't easy to do because they still hadn't built the highway all the way out there.
Right.
The highway went to like, I forget where it went to.
Yeah, I could have done the King and Queen up in King of Prussia. That's over by where the Target is now. I could have done that one, but
what's the one that used to be in the Gateway Shopping Center? There used to be one there.
I didn't know about that. I never went there. No, Rick told me about that. He mentioned it in the comments. I wasn't familiar with that one.
I never went there, but I knew it was there because I just remember it being in there.
I would happily turn that into a series. Like if you want me to come to your town and show me where your local theaters used to be. I know Chris Stoltz, who I did the Muppet video with. He has the Muppet Museum in his house. He actually got in touch with me and said he'd like to do the show me where all the ones in Montgomery County were.
Okay.
So,
well, if you ever want to like at least have me show you that one theater, I can talk about it and my experiences there. I saw Spice World there. If you ever want to just talk about like that one, at least we can do that. Otherwise,
sure. But
that's like the only really one that I know of. I know there was one that used to be out. It wasn't from my childhood though, but it used to be out in Reading. It was one of those like those cheap theaters, like with like a dollar, like a buck theater, whatever it was, where they played like the movies that were already out of theaters. I used to go there.
Movie Mad, would we do a video of the top 10 movies from the year we were born? I've already done one because Rick challenged me to a challenge on that, and I accepted the challenge. So that is somewhere on my channel.
I'm so bad with like top whatever because I never know. Like it's so difficult for me to like pick the best movies of a year or my favorite movies of a genre because there's so many movies out there. Even from a year, there's so many movies within a year. It's like I don't know. I could try, but it'd be hard. Somebody asked if I was excited. I don't know where it is anymore. Somebody asked if I was excited for Florida this coming month. Yes, I am. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to going down there, hanging out with Adriel and Nikki and whatnot. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to do a bunch of hunting, obviously. Going to hit up a bunch of thrift stores. And then we're going to check out some non-Disney stuff, I think. Like, I think we want to go to Gatorland and Dinosaur World and stuff like that. And then I'm sure we'll probably throw in some Disney, too. I wouldn't be surprised. But it won't be like a Disney trip. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to head on down there. I'll be down there for a week. Should be fun.
Marty asked if I like the Doozers cartoon. Gotta be honest, I've never seen it.
She lost some in. I have some somewhere.
Sure.
I haven't watched it yet either. I have, but I haven't watched it. You have them though, don't you? Or some?
I have the ones that were at Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, yeah.
Well, I got like one of them. I think you got one I didn't find, but.
Hector.
Would you get the Christmas one or the Halloween? No,
I got the Halloween one. I got a couple of them.
I got the Christmas one, but not the Halloween.
I may have a Christmas one. I don't know. My thoughts on Getting Even with Dad, Hector. Good movie, great Macaulay Culkin and what's his name? Ted Danson movie. Who's married to Mary Steenburgen.
Who's done 3 time travel movies.
what was it? Back to the Future 3. What's the other one? What's the other one called?
Time After
Time After Time. That's right.
Which was, by the way, the influence for the Cyndi Lauper song.
Was it really?
She saw that in the TV guide and just thought, like, the title. And
Are you serious?
Yeah, she didn't watch the movie and, like, watch the movie and say, hey, this movie makes me want to write. But she saw the title in the TV guide. And...
Spoiler, I just bought the Essential Cyndi Lauper CD today.
Well, there you go. And the other was One Magic Christmas.
Tan Danson looks so different now. I guess, but he's aged well. I saw him in a commercial recently, and
he's what the ladies call a silver fox.
He looks good. Yeah, I mean, I saw him in that commercial, and I was like, yeah, he's looking good for his age. I hope I look that good when I'm whatever his age is.
Thomas Hurley, I did see the Birds of Prey trailer that came out today, and I gotta tell you, I'm super, super excited for Birds of Prey because
like the TV show.
There's a movie. Birds of Prey, or the Emancipation of One Harley, or the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is the full title, and it looks well. I mean, it's not even really a trailer. They just started shooting. It's just like a quick look at the costumes and stuff.
Oh.
But I'm super excited because it's written by the same screenwriter who wrote Bumblebee. And Bumblebee was like my favorite movie of last year. So it's like I didn't have anything against the Birds of Prey movie, but as soon as I saw Bumblebee, Birds of Prey like hopped way up on my anticipation list.
Huh. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Marty, what's my son's favorite show? I don't know. He was really into PJ Masks, but we've been cutting his TV watching down because the more like TV he watched, the more like kind of crazy he sort of got. He was like acting out of it, so we sort of like cut that back a little bit, and he's chilled out more. So I don't really know what he watches. We watch movies a lot now. We don't watch a lot of like YouTube and TV shows nowadays. We'll pop in like a Disney movie or something for like 2 hours and kind of like limit it to like that time. Okay, I'm sure. Oh my god. People in their...
Yeah, we do.
People in their pathetic lives.
Yeah, we do. By the way, I was on a podcast this week, not my own. I was on someone else's podcast, but there's a podcast called Discovering Trek, and they do deep dives into each episode of Star Trek Discovery, and I was on the season 2, episode 2 episode. So that was. By the way, to anyone who doesn't know, if you're not a subscriber to CBS All Access, CBS All Access made the season premiere of Star Trek Discovery available for free on YouTube.
Oh.
Because it got such good reviews, like people were going nuts for it, that they're like, let's put it out there for free, then people will subscribe. So check it out.
C. Kruger, I like your question. Are you going to be a guest on Nerds? I'm guessing you mean Angry Video Game Nerds James rental review show. That'd be great. I don't know. I'm not. Here's the thing. Again, James and I know who each other is. Like, if we see each other at a convention, we'll say hi. Like, we know each other, but we don't know each other in a sense that we're like friends. Like, so it's not up to me. Like, everybody wants me to do something with James, and I would love to do a video with James someday, but it's not up to me. It's his channel. They're his videos. If he wants me to be on them, I would gladly do it. Sure, it'd be a lot of fun. We have a lot in common, it looks like, but I'm not going to be like, hey, can I be on your channel? Because that'd be weird. So, yeah, I don't know. Contact him. Like, if you guys want me to be on somebody's channel, say something to him. Say, hey, you should get Cinema Sickness in your show, and maybe that would do it. But I'm not gonna put myself out there like that. But it'd be cool. I'd love to. I do watch that series. It's a lot of fun when he talks about movies. I was actually thinking the last time I watched one of those shows, for him to do like a Spice World one would be cool. Like I would love to be on one. If he ever said like, would you like to do one of these? I would say yes. Can I recommend Spice World? Because that'd be a lot of fun. My favorite Spanish language movie? Maybe...
El Mariachi.
Is that really Spanish?
Well, yeah,
El Mariachi. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a good movie. I was going to say Dracula.
The Spanish language.
The Spanish version, yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
By the way, someone asked, how many subscribers would you like to get this year?
How many would I like to get?
Yes.
90,000. 90,000.
These dates are all of them.
90,000. No, how many would I like to get? I don't know. I'm already up to, like, I think I'm coming up on, like, I don't know how much I'm coming up on. 100 and, or I don't know. I've got like 200 more subscribers like already in like the last like month. So
just a reminder, I'm looking to hit 1,000 by my birthday, which is March 21st, and I'm up to like 513. So same as last week, anyone who subscribes to me during this live stream, I will call you out in real time as your name pops up on my.
Joey, I disagree. He says James would do it until you tell him you want Spice World, and he would say never mind. I don't think so, because that show, they really focus on like, I mean, sometimes they'll focus on like kind of like cool movies, but they'll also focus on like weird movies too. Like when they did like Freaked and stuff like that. So I honestly think he would probably do Spice World. They would all sit down and watch it, and then we could discuss how crazy and weird it is. Yeah. I like your videos, but I have one complaint. Why don't you just buy a machine to clean discs? You're so picky, LOL, says George. Because it's 2018. I don't need to do that yet. I'm not saying the day won't come where I'm going to buy a disc resurfacer. It might happen. But right now, I can go out and still hunt down movies. I like to throw the hunt. I would like to find, if I want a copy of Cuffs on DVD, I'd rather go out and try to find a mint copy of this as opposed to a copy I have to resurface and whatnot. I don't want to do that. And there's really no need to right now. But like, yeah, in years to come when, physical media dies out and streaming becomes the way, and maybe stores, like a lot of stores nowadays around me don't carry VHS anymore. Same thing. Someday stores will stop carrying DVDs and Blu-rays and whatnot, and they'll get harder and harder to find. Then I might get a resurfacer because I'll need one. It'll be difficult for me to find a copy of Cuffs on DVD at that point. So someday I might, but as of right now, I don't have a real need to buy one. And as far as movies that I'd want to resell, I don't want to resell a movie I've resurfaced. I mean, whether or not they work perfectly afterwards, I would feel weird doing that because at least without watching it first, and also having to like put a disclaimer. This disc has been resurfaced. I don't really want to do that. Again, maybe in the future, but as of right now, I wouldn't want to sell something I've resurfaced. I want to sell something that was in mint condition from the beginning. So that's why I don't have one right now.
I like to answer C. Kruger here. He asked when my next live stream is. When I'm not here.
Yeah.
My daughter.
Right now.
My daughter has a thing every Monday night, and I'm only here when she doesn't have it. But she has it almost every Monday. So what I do is I can't get here because they get home right when he's starting. And it takes me 40 minutes to get here. I couldn't get here in time. So what I try to do is on the weeks I can't be here, I do the live stream immediately following this one. So he'll end around 10 and I'll throw it over to me like you're watching like CNN or something like, and now here's Tucker Carlson. I don't know.
I'm gonna call you Tucker Carlson for now on.
I don't even know who's on CNN. But yeah. So that's what I do now. Now, C. Kruger, you did walk into a live stream I was doing the other day, but it wasn't a real live stream. You may have noticed I wasn't looking at the chat room at all because we were actually recording my podcast, but we were recording my podcast live. So you got a sneak peek behind the scenes, but we were recording the audio podcast, but we were doing it for all to see. And you can find that on the podcast feed now. I had Explorer and Ryan as my guest.
Oh, so. Nice. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. You had the shirt on and everything. Yeah, Explorer and Ryan's cool. I'm curious to see. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm thinking about... I got to talk to Adriel and see if like he wants to schedule a date to go into the park. Because here's the thing. I can't go to any Disney parks when I'm down in Florida next month unless Adriel or Nikki can get me in because they both work there. If they can get me into one of the parks, I'm going to go. Otherwise, I can't afford tickets to go. So I'm going to ask him probably if he can get me in, and if he wants to actually like set a date, like, okay, tonight we're going into the parks, and then maybe I'll try to do a meetup or something, and maybe get Sport and Ride and stuff.
Just a reminder, if you go on February 22nd, 23rd, or 24th, Festival of the Arts at Epcot, Dave Perillo will be there.
I should probably do it one of those nights. Yeah, I would not mind seeing Dave. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I don't know. I'm going to talk to him about that, and maybe maybe we'll set something up, and if we do, I'll let you guys know, and maybe we'll do some kind of try to do a meetup if any of you guys are down there, or maybe I'll try to get some exploring Ryan and Micah, and maybe I don't know. We'll see who else. I don't know.
I gotta watch Micah. I've never seen Micah.
Dre. Anyway, Beetlejuice or Corpse Bride? Beetlejuice.
Gary asks, "What's so bad it's good movie do you guys like?" I love Karate Kid 3. Karate Kid 3 is phenomenal.
But do you like Karate Kid, the next Karate Kid?
It's okay, but it's not as good as Karate Kid 3.
So bad it's good. I mean, that's hard to say. I like a lot of really bad movies. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you Spiceball's not bad. It is, but I love it. Joey Baseball. I don't have an annual pass right now. My annual pass for Disney ended back in October, and I didn't renew it because when we go down in December of this year, my actual family's going down in December. I need to get a pass then, because if I get a pass now, I can't get a pass now. I don't want to get into it too much, but basically, we got a free meal plan. People again just think like Disney's super expensive. Plan it out. I swear, if you plan Disney out properly, you can get it for a decent price. And one of the things we planned out was getting a free meal plan. So our food's going to be for free when we go down to Disney in December, which is awesome. That's a huge chunk off our cost. And but in order to do that, we had to buy 4 days worth of park tickets. That was kind of the stipulation. However, the catch is, you buy 4 days worth of tickets, you can then put those 4 days towards an annual pass. So if you go to Disney World and you bought tickets, and then you're like, man, I had so much fun here, I want to come back again like in a month, buy an annual pass. All that money you put towards those tickets, they'll let you put towards an annual pass. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to get my annual pass in December. So I can't get one right now. So now, right at this moment, I do not have an annual pass.
Marty said you should get Wet Movie 1 and Cool Duder to join you at Epcot. Now,
are they down there?
Isn't it my understanding that the two of them are at odds with each other?
I thought they made up.
I was going to say, are you going to be the one who brokers the peace? Is this going to be like the?
I thought they like are friends now. I have no idea.
Was that were they really fighting, or was that like a clicks game or something?
No idea. I only heard about from people telling me. I don't know.
We should do that. We should fake like a
fake fight,
fake argument. So. You stink.
You stink more. But why? I mean, Wet Movie and Cool Dude would be cool, but they're on the wrong coast. That's Disneyland. They're not over here. I mean, are they going to be? Is there something I'm not knowing? Are they going to be there? Like, are they going on vacation together? Or is that something that's happening? I don't know. Favorite Michael Keaton movie? Ooh, Batman. Maybe.
I don't know. Go Batman Returns?
Yeah. I might say Batman. Maybe. Possibly. Probably. That's hard to say. He's got a lot of good movies. So many different types, too.
Yep.
What?
He's done a lot.
Oh, yeah. Marty McFly. Well, I guess I'm answering these questions. Beverly Hills Cop or Super Troopers? Beverly Hills Cop. That movie's, like, amazing. The whole trilogy's amazing. Entertainment Fantastic. Do I have the complete Blu-ray series of Samurai Jack? No, I do not. I have the entire series, but not all of it on Blu-ray. Hector just keeps saying, like, about crossovers. CS versus MegaPodZilla. It'll be bigger than WrestleMania 3. Hulk Hogan ego will get him shaking.
MegaPodtastic.
Well, unless you look it up on YouTube, then you're MegaPodZilla still.
If you go to youtube.com/MegaPodtastic, it will take you there.
It does take you there, but once you go there, look at the actual...
I know.
Look at the actual address. It still says MegaPodZilla.
Just don't tell Toho that. I don't feel like hearing from their lawyers again.
I don't know why you didn't change their logo.
Well, because...
You already had the name, like...
Yeah, but I want something where they can't claim any kind of ownership. Because I could have fought them on that easily. I could have fought them, but who wants the hassle? And who wants to have to?
I would have just changed my logo. I would have kept the name, changed the logo.
I should have just called it the Krazy Joe Show or something.
You should have, yeah. Is 4K worth the price difference? In my opinion, no. I'll be honest, no. I think Blu-ray's just fine. 4K is great. I mean, certain movies look really good in 4K. I mean, watching First Man in 4K, it looked fantastic. I mean, if you're going to pay like $10 more or something for that, I would say just get the Blu-ray.
Batman Returns or Dark Knight Rises? Batman Returns, easily. Dark Knight Rises is a pretty lousy movie. There's like, I knew you were Batman because when I met Bruce Wayne, he had sad eyes. And then I looked at Batman and saw he had sad eyes. And I'm like, that's Bruce Wayne. What a dopey movie. A hero could be anyone. Even someone who puts the jacket on the shoulders of a young boy. It's Bruce Wayne. Terrible.
I'd probably go with Returns as well, just because I'm a big fan of the Michael Keaton Batmans. I've not seen the new Grinch movie. Jamel, I've not seen it yet.
I've seen it twice.
The animated one? Was it good?
Yeah, it's very good. It was Kira's first movie. She went nuts for it.
Do you agree with the haters that Comic Sans is a bad font, says Marty? I don't really remember what it looks like.
I think it's delightful. Delightful.
Oh, Comic Sans. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm not going to answer the so-and-so or so-and-so questions. There's too many of them. I agree. Blu-ray's just as good, says Robbie. Yeah, I mean, it's not like DVD, like VHS to DVD, wow. DVD to Blu-ray, wow. Blu-ray to 4K, like it wasn't quite the leap in my opinion. I think Blu-ray still looks really good.
We're being asked what we think of the Oscar nominations. I gotta be honest with you. I don't even know who was nominated.
Who's
I haven't
nominated?
followed it.
Well,
at
I know.
all.
I know. I think was it the Bohemian Rhapsody got a bunch of nominations.
Yeah.
And I only know that because I have a friend who was obsessed with that movie, and she was posting about it.
And I know Black Panther got nominated, and I still maintain that is the third worst Marvel movie ever made. But
I don't think it's the worst. I think it's just different.
I think it's boring.
I think the reason why it's different is because it's not as fantastical, if you will. It's more set like in a.
Well, see, I don't mind that. But I just wish like something would happen in it. Like the whole movie, I'm just like throw a pie. Like there's just you've got the casino scene. There's some action in the casino scene. Then nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Then there's a finale, and there's a big fight with CGI animals, and I'm like, something's happening. Movie's over.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the most common question you get asked by viewers, says Sav? How did I get so good looking? And the answer is pizza. Lots and lots of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on the upcoming Pet Cemetery remake, says Cinema 77. I saw the trailer for it and I kind of just went, eh.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, like the trailers for like it got me really excited. But here's the thing: it was a miniseries. It wasn't like necessarily a movie, and even the miniseries was just it was just. I mean, I liked the original miniseries, but it wasn't great. It was just kind of okay. Like it was enjoyable, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. Pet Cemetery, I really like. Like the original Pet Cemetery is really good, and seeing the trailer, I just kind of went. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be okay, I guess, but.
Don't get me wrong. I'm
know.
sure the movie's going to be great. Like, I'm sure it's going to be great, but I've seen it. Like, I mean, like, I don't think they're going to do anything so different that it warrants doing it again. Like, if I've never saw the original, then I probably would be like, yeah. But I'm just like, what new do you have to bring to the table, really?
Yeah, I got a feeling that I'm going to like the original still better. I don't know. I'm going to still see it.
We were asked by Alex Collects Monsters how we feel about Batman Beyond film with Michael Keaton.
That would be amazing.
I'm totally on board.
Oh my gosh,
totally on board. But there's something I would have liked more than that, and it's too late now.
What's that?
About 5-10 years ago, a Batman Beyond movie with Adam West.
Well, I think they should do a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton and bring back Tim Burton. That'd be cool. Right?
So Tim Burton hasn't made a good movie in a long time.
That could change.
True.
He could bring himself back. You know, go back to his dark. Like Warner Brothers should be like, all right, we want you to make. You know, we're gonna do a Batman Beyond. We want you to go back to your kind of dark, gritty look. You know, that's what we want. That's what we want to go for. And they should go back for that. That'd be awesome. I would love for that because Batman Beyond is an amazing show, and Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker is my all-time favorite animated movie and my all-time favorite Batman movie.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's good.
Can they have Mark Hamill as a Joker?
Sure.
that would be amazing.
LGF Lucky asks, how do we feel about Batman and Robin? If I made a top 10 list of the worst movies ever made, Batman and Robin would be on that list.
Holy Rest of Metal Batman.
No, that was Batman Forever.
Oh,
that was Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Sorry.
Batman Forever actually wasn't too bad. Like, I mean, you could see the descent.
I get those two movies like they're just one big like what the heck am I watching?
In Batman Forever, you could see the descent where it's starting to go off the rails, but then Batman and Robin, it's like it's just gone.
Yeah. Jesse, I 100% agree. Jesse says he likes Pet Sematary 2 more than the first one. I would concur.
I've never actually seen Pet Sematary 2.
It's I'd say it's more like 80s horror than the first one. Because the first one, has that Stephen King kind of like feel. The second one straight up just like a good 80s horror movie. I like the second one better too.
Now, Gary, I like Black Panther in Civil War, and I like Chadwick Boseman in the role, and I think he was fine in Infinity War too. So it's like I like the character, and I like the actor they cast, and I thought his sister Shuri was great, but she didn't have enough to do. So it's like it really was just I think the script I didn't care for. Like I'm hoping Black Panther 2 is going to be awesome because I like the character.
Why does everybody hate Superman 4? Jesse says Batman or Robin or Superman 4.
Which is better? Superman 4. Superman 4 is a pretty lousy movie, but it's
not as bad as Superman 3. You like Superman 3?
Superman 3 is pretty lousy too. But
I gotta watch them again, but I remember I remember the first time I ever sat through because I had seen the first movie like a bunch of times,
right?
As a kid, and then I had never seen 2, 3, and 4. This is years and years and years ago. I had never seen 2, 3, and 4, so I bought the box set, watched them all, and I remember being really into 1, really into 2. 3 just felt like it was the black sheep. It was like, what am I watching here?
3 has a lousy script.
And what's his
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor's in, yeah, which just is like, what?
3 has a really lousy script, but here's the thing: Superman 4 also has a lousy script, but it's done cheap. It's like Superman 3 at least has a budget behind it. It's like it's not a good movie, but there's a budget. Superman 4 is like so cheap.
Yeah, but I at least felt Superman 4 was part of the series though. Like 3 did not even feel like it was, for me it was like it just felt like such a different like movie. Like it took me out. Like 1 and 2 felt like they were part of the same like thing. 3 felt like it was a whole different like, okay, this is a whole different like universe or something like that. And then 4 at least felt like they were back into the 1 and 2 universe. So I don't know.
I will say this about Superman 3 and 4. No matter how
that's right.
bad,
well, that's why it was cheap. Yeah, Canon Pictures at 4. That's not surprising.
As bad as Superman 3 and 4 may have been, they had one thing going for them that makes it impossible to hate them in my mind. And that is Christopher Reeve always gives a sincere performance. Even when the material isn't there, he still brings it completely. So I think he's like the superstar who keeps those movies afloat, quite frankly.
Should I do the giveaway now? We got 97 viewers. Here's the problem. I don't know how to do a giveaway. I didn't prepare for this at all.
Should I ask a trivia question or something?
Can you do okay, guys, how do you do this? I have no idea. Pick a YouTube comment. I don't know how to do this. You think I would have prepared for this, but I just completely forgot. How to win YouTube giveaways. I don't know.
By the way, apparently I got some new subs. So some people may have subbed, but I did not get the email notification with their names.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Let's find out. I have no idea. Here's another problem too. I just found out actually watching one of Tim Tracker's videos. It's funny. I did this. I'm gonna do this contest, and like 2 days later, I'm watching Tim Tracker's video, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so YouTube did away with Messenger because they did a contest too." And they're like, "Yeah, they don't have Messenger anymore, so you can't message the person who won." So I don't know how I'm gonna get a hold of anybody. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Bob won, but I don't know how I'm gonna get a hold of you, Bob." So this is gonna be interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to like redo the contest on like Instagram or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I have an idea. How are you doing this contest? How are you picking a winner?
I apparently go to this website and it lets me pick a winner.
But does it pick someone who's in the chat room now?
I don't think so. No. This is for people who left comments on the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just give it to me, says Alan. Alan's the winner. No, that'd be weird if it was. See, Alan, now if you're the winner, I'm gonna look like it's fake.
Look at him. He's a winner. It's just as simple as that.
What? What song is that?
Look at Me, I'm a Winner by the Aquabats. Look at me, look at me, look at me, I'm a winner.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
All right.
Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Don't you agree that
you're kind of singing it a little weird. Like that's why I didn't recognize that at all. All right. So apparently, I guess I hope this works. Oh, it lets me filter duplicate users. All right. So. Oh wait, I don't want to do a free day trial. Okay, guys, what do I do? Because this isn't working. This is making me do a trial. I'm not doing a trial to pick a freaking winner. I don't know. What do I do, guys? What do I use? Because I have no idea.
Gimme it.
Again, I should have looked into this more. Is there anybody know?
I could just go like this.
Yeah, we should. We're probably going to have to do that. That might be the way we end up going about it if this doesn't work. Yeah, anybody know how to do this? I
will pick the winner. Give me a minute.
I didn't prepare for the.
I'm going to do this random.
Krazy Joe.
MegaPodtastic.
What?
Huh?
Type the names in random. I'm not typing names in. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Have Joe use his phone, do a random scroll. That's probably what we're gonna do.
So does it have to be on the video?
Yeah, it has to be on the video. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing because I don't. This is ridiculous. I didn't think this would be as difficult as it's proving to be. Man, I have no idea.
Hey, it's me.
Come on, people. Does nobody knows how to do this? Nobody's leaving a comment saying, "Here's how you do it." What website do you use?
Get Tim Tracker on the phone.
Well, yeah. Pick a number and count. Yeah, just pick a number and see who gets closer. Someone said randomorg.com. Wait, how do you do randomorg.com? All right, let's type that and see what happens. Random org? True random number service? What? Oh, that's not working.
All right, I got them all. Should I just do the?
All right, we're gonna let Joe. I don't know how to do this, so we're just gonna let Joe pick one. All right? Is everybody okay with that? Or we just let Joe pick one. He's just gonna go through.
This is basically what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just going whoop whoop whoop.
Scroll all the way up, all the way down. Just flip through. Make sure you go all the way up, all the way back down, and then just.
I made sure I loaded them all, so like I got them all up there.
Wait. OR. Yeah, I went to random org and it didn't like pop up what I wanted to. All right, Joe. I don't care. Joe's gonna pick one. Pick a good one, Joe. Here we go. Here's how we're doing this. I don't care. Here's how we're doing it.
I'm not looking at the screen. Neither
am I.
I'm going flippity flippity flippity. Do 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 do. Stop.
Who won?
Cinema 77 horror and cult film lover.
He's in here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was in here. Okay, so Cinema 77 horror and cult film lover, you have won. I know he's in the stream because he commented. Are you still here? And then I've lost my stream. Of course I have.
Having a weak stream is a symptom of getting older.
So is he still in here? I don't know if he still is. So that's who won. Like, screenshot that or something and send it to me. So I remember that name. There he is. He says, I'll take it. All right. So, here's the question though. I don't know how to get your information.
Just have him email you. Have him send an email to you.
But how am I going to know it's actually him? Because, C. Kruger, not that I'm calling you out, but C. Kruger could be like, I'm Cinema 77. And I would have no idea. Martinez Joe could be like, I'm Cinema 77. The Big ID is 3. I mean, any of these people could say they're him.
But they didn't think of that until you just told them they could have done that.
But they could. So how do I know it's actually him?
You could have Cinema 77 give us the first couple letters of his email address, then asterisk, 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 and then the last couple digits of his email address. And then when the email address comes in, if it matches what he told you.
Okay.
For example, if my email address is BigBob77, I could type in BI asterisk 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 77 at Gmail.
Okay, do you understand that?
Unless he's totally comfortable just putting his email address out there, in which case he could do that too. But that's his comfort.
All right, yeah, you got two choices. You could do what he just said, where you give me part of your email address and then email me, or you could just give me your email address
and the last 4 digits of his social security.
Yeah, or just give me your email address literally right now, and I'll send you an email right now. Like, whatever you want to do. All right. Oh, is this stopped? No. What's going on? All right. So what are we doing? Is that what we're gonna do? I'll send you a messenger on Facebook. Would that work? Yeah, but again, I have to know it's you. Is your picture the same? Like, how am I gonna know it's you? That's the problem. Why is this not scrolling? There we go. Whatever. Just contact me on Facebook. Go for it. We'll figure this out.
There it is. That's his email address. It got hidden. You got it.
Oh wait, can you take a picture of that?
We got it.
All right, I got Cinema. I got your email address. I will send you an email after the live stream, and there you go. Yeah, I will send you an email, and yeah, I'll get it to you. So there, that worked. All right, if I ever do a contest again, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm doing it on Facebook. I mean, Instagram. I'm not gonna do it on. Hey, I got a message from Krazy Joe. I'm not gonna do it on YouTube anymore, because YouTube used to have a thing where you could message somebody. They got a messaging service, and apparently now they got rid of that. And I had no.
Well, that makes sense.
I guess it does, but I had no idea that was something they got rid of, and I just assumed it was still there because I never used that service. I mean, which I guess is why they got rid of it, because people weren't using it. But I didn't know they got rid of it. So when I found that out, and again, it was weird. Literally, I was like, I'm doing this contest, and 2 days later, I'm watching like a live stream with Tim Tracker. And he was like, so we just did a contest, and we don't know how to get a hold of like the winner because they don't have Messenger anymore. And I'm like, what? So, anyway, Cinema 77, again, congratulations. You have won the 4K of The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Brand new, factory sealed, all yours. Mailing out to you, free of charge.
There's an L in that title. So if you make sure you know what movie you're getting, there is an L in that title.
As opposed to what? Oh, I get it. Should I also send him a signed
a signed copy of the one that doesn't have the L in it?
Signed copy of Titanic on VHS? Maybe I'll do that. I'll throw that in as well. I'll autograph a copy of Titanic for you. It's all right. Cool. Hey,
Jesse. Yes, I do need to give away the Ghostbusters movies. I'll have him come over and go the do.
Wait, what?
I got Ghostbusters Blu-rays I have to do a giveaway for.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Memory Disney Blog, thank you for the $9.99 donation. That's very nice of you. And Disney Chicken Nuggets, here we come. I actually know who that is. Yes, Disney Chicken Nuggets, here we come indeed. Yeah, I'm excited. In December he'll be down there when I'm down there, and he is a DVC member. So, my girlfriend called you guys ugly. Says Yum Yum. I can't speak for Joe, but I'm like super freaking hot. So,
I am a sexy man.
Yeah, I'm a really good looking. So,
I mean, look at this body.
I mean, I literally, I'm like, I'm beating women with all the sticks.
Look at this butt. Look at this butt. That's a young butt. I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
What's my favorite Clint Eastwood movie? I know this is going to be totally playing the favorite here, but I'm going Dirty Harry.
What's the
original Dirty Harry?
I always forget the first movie he was in.
Creature Walks Among Us.
Oh, Creature Walks Among Us. Yeah.
No. It's
Or is it
Return of the Creature.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one of the Creature sequels.
Memory Disney Vlog says DVC Lounge at Epcot at top of the world. Here we come. Yeah. Just a question. I mean, if it's only if you're only inviting me, that's perfectly fine. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm sure my wife and my son would love to see that too.
His wife.
If that's a thing, I don't know if you're allowed to get more than one person up there. If you are, cool. If you're not, I mean, that's fine. I'll just go. Yeah. Do a giveaway for 50 Shades of Grey, please.
John, I'm reading your comments.
Oh, where's John?
I'm reading your comments.
Oh, movie John. John, we read your comments. We just don't get to them all.
Well, he said something about I was wearing your shirt, so but you were talking and I didn't want to interrupt, so I pointed to the shirt to acknowledge that I read what John said.
Sam says that it's his girlfriend. He did not call us ugly.
Well,
thank you.
I realize anyone who calls us ugly is just jealous or blind.
I don't care. I'm like really Gilligan, so I don't care.
You're really Gilligan?
I'm really Gilligan.
You're really good. Is that...
Here.
You've got...
Hit me over the head.
Oh, little bunny, you screwed up our rescue. Oh, you want to hear an amazing Gilligan story? This is seriously amazing. Yeah. Star Wars Holiday Special. You're familiar with the Star Wars Holiday
John
Special,
says too many gangsters in the house. You're right, John.
You're familiar with the Star Wars Holiday Special, right? Yeah. Okay, Chewbacca's son Lumpy is the main character. I was listening to an interview with the director of the Star Wars Holiday Special, and he mentioned that Bob Denver, Gilligan, was hanging out on the set because he was dating Lumpy, the little person who was playing Chewbacca.
Wait, what happened?
Chewbacca's son Lumpy in Star Wars Holiday Special, the little person who was playing Lumpy was a woman.
Okay.
Under heavy makeup. She was dating Bob Denver.
Oh.
So I heard this, and as soon as I heard this, a switch went off in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute. Bob Denver was dating a little person? I wonder if, and I went and did some research, and sure enough, do you remember the Sid and Marty Krofft show, The Far Out Space Nuts, where Bob Denver and Chuck McCann were like lost in space?
I don't think I remember that one, no.
It was Bob Denver and Chuck McCann were lost in space. It was basically Gilligan's Island in space, but they couldn't get Alan.
So how many TV shows did Bob Denver do that were Gilligan's Island set somewhere else?
At least 3. Because
what's the West one?
Dusty's Trail.
Dusty's Trail. If you guys are a big fan of Gilligan's Island and have never seen Dusty's Trail, check it out. It's Gilligan's Island in the Wild Wild West. It has the same exact characters.
Yeah.
And I mean, a whole different cast. Bob Denver's the only person there. But literally, there's like a millionaire and his wife and a movie star and a skipper. I mean, there's like, it's the same exact show, just in the Wild Wild West. It's weird.
The Far Out Space Nuts was the same thing.
Same thing?
But there was a little alien on the Far Out Space Nuts named Honk.
Was that?
And as soon as I heard he was dating Lumpy, I'm like, I bet it was the same person who played Honk. It was. Her name was like Patty Mahoney or something. So, if you're ever watching the Far Out Space Nuts, just think about this. Bob Denver was jamming Honk.
and Lumpy.
Yeah. Movie John's coming in July.
In July, yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah. Did Bob Denver die in a plane crash?
No, that was John Denver.
That's John. Oh, John Denver. All right, Movie John's coming in July. Sweet. We're gonna tear it up, man.
Speaking of people named Bob who died, when I went to I used to live in Scottsdale, Arizona. You know what the first thing I did when I got to town in Scottsdale was? I went to the condo where Bob Crane was killed. So I've been to the place where Bob Crane was bludgeoned to death. That's a little dark, but I did that. So.
Someone says, "Oh, is Rick still alive?" Yeah. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Yeah, Rick is. He's just still feeling under the weather. He contacted me this morning and said he wasn't going to get here because he just didn't. He didn't feel good. Cool, man. We got a $1 donation.
Can we show what? Because I want to hear what J2H has to say here.
Well, I'm not going to show because he cursed. But
J2H, I want more.
Yeah,
I want to know. I want to know of what you're referring.
Without cursing, J2H. Yeah, J2H. Explain to us why you said Bob Denver is full of poop.
Excrement.
Master Pro Gamer, I will review Halloween 2018 at the end of every month. Beginning of every month, I talk about the movies I watched the previous month. Halloween's in there, so stay tuned. I thought it was okay, just okay.
I thought H2O was better.
I gotta watch A2O again. It's been a while. How do you send money? I want to send CS $1 million. I don't know how you send money. I have no idea how that works. But go for it, please. Please send me $1 million.
All right, I don't know
If I had $1 million.
I don't know if this is going to show up there. Can we get that to show up there? There's the cast of the Far Out Space Nuts. Yeah. So just think, Bob Denver was jamming honk. There was some honk love going there.
Wow. How old's Bob Denver in that? He looks.
It was the 70s.
Okay. Dave, am I gonna do a Saul DVD update? Yeah, eventually.
I get it. J2H was doing the Dumb and Dumber quote. I always thought the Rocky Mountains would be rockier. John Denver's fault. I got it.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry. I'm slow today.
That was over heads. I get it now. Yeah, that was over heads though.
Top Keck says, "Please respond to me." What did you say, Top Keck? Could we go back?
Yeah. Do we see what he said? Oops.
I didn't see what you said.
Oh, this
Please do a giveaway of Lusty Argonian Maid.
No.
Not familiar with it.
Doesn't sound good though. Favorite non-MCU movie, Marvel movie?
Non-MCU. Oh, Days of Future Past. X-Men Days of Future Past. Easy.
I'm probably gonna go with the easy answer and just say Deadpool.
Oh. Logan's way up there too, though.
Logan was good. I just really enjoyed Deadpool.
Deadpool's really good.
But then we could really go back and start talking about some of the like
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 might be... Yeah, there's a lot of good
Well,
ones.
no, I was going to say way back, like, we could start talking about, like...
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, the original Dolph Lundgren Punisher, the canon... they didn't even release that. The canon Fantastic Four movie. That never
I just got it on Blu-ray.
Wait, they released it?
It's made from the best quality...
Is it a bootleg or is it legit?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's not put out by a studio, but it was put out by the guys who put out the Doomed documentary about the movie.
Because, man, I would love a legit copy of that, because I hear it's so bad. I want to see that. But, man, I love Howard the Duck. That movie's so good.
J2H asks, would I recommend the Orville? I'd have to say no at this point. I watched...
Chris, we were talking about it this weekend. Chris loves it.
I've seen every episode of the Orville. I've seen every episode, and last season I said, it's pretty good, but it's got one problem, and that is it's just telling stories that Star Trek already told. Like, there's no originality. It's telling stories, exact stories that Star Trek's already told.
But isn't the show kind of like more of like a love story to...
Well, it was considered a spoof of Star Trek in the first season, but then Seth MacFarlane decided he wanted to make it less funny. And he's like, I want to do less comedy and more sci-fi. So this season, it just feels like Star Trek plagiarism, to the point that there was a plot point. I don't want to give it away if anyone hasn't seen Discovery, but there was a big plot point on Discovery last year that they just did the exact same thing on the Orville last week, and the character had the exact same name. And I'm like, not only did you do the same story, you didn't change the character's name. This is out now plagiarism. And this week there was an episode of Next Generation that's notoriously considered one of the worst episodes ever made, where Wesley Crusher falls on flowers and gets sentenced to death. People hate that episode. It's one of the worst Next Generations. They ripped that one off this week. So like, I'm at the point like where I'm like, first season I kept saying, if this show would just find its own voice, if it would just stop telling the same stories and find its own voice, I'd be okay with it. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, that's not going to happen. Like, Seth MacFarlane just wants to tell Xerox copies of stories Star Trek already did.
Huh. Anyway, I didn't know that. I still have to watch it. Chris said he watched it in one day. Sat down and marathoned it. He really liked it. Uh-oh. Chris says Star Trek Discovery does the same as they did with all the Star Trek series. I don't know what that means. But
I don't know what that means either.
Means just more of the same.
They're telling brand new stories though. So,
what year did they stop making Laserdiscs? I never heard of them before watching your videos. Up until 2000s, they still made them. Laserdiscs from the late 70s to early 2000s. So they lasted a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Gary says, "Goodbye, Dave and Joe. Don't blow all your money on bars of gold. Press." What?
Hey, I got lobes for business, and I will turn that into latinum. You know what they say.
Have you ever thought about setting up what's a Discord service?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. What's a Discord service? Should I know what that is? I don't. I have no idea. So no, I've never thought about setting up one. All right. Oh, Sav says Star Trek Discovery sucks and that Orville rocks.
If you like Xerox copies of stories that have already been told, then yeah.
Snap.
Yeah, no, the Orville. I'm done. I'm done. They don't have an original thought in their head. But anyway,
the Dane Cook of Star Trek.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's on the bubble. It's actually going to get canceled because they're saying the ratings this season have just been tanking like crazy. But...
Movie John wants to know what your favorite Star Wars movie is.
Empire.
Oh, you're
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Love Empire Strikes Back.
Kruger, no, I don't have any action figures. Well, that's a lie. I have Spice Girl action figures. Because I have the dolls, but I actually have like the little action figures too. So I technically do. And if you want to get really technical, in the store I do. So personally, just Spice Girl ones. But I have some for sale in the store. I just bought some actually for sale in the store. Coming soon. I got a bunch of stuff coming the 1st of February. I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm listing. I'm just starting off. I kind of go by like month. I got to like every month I want to make a certain amount of money, and I've already this month's been great, by the way. Thank you guys for anybody who's bought stuff from the store, because this month has been amazing at the store. But next month I'll be, for a week I'll be in Florida. I got a lot going on next week, so I want to make sure next month I'm going to Florida, so I want to make sure next month's like awesome. And as such, I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm holding until the 1st.
J2H asks, what's the story with the Fletch head cutout? That's actually Funny Farm.
Yeah, it's from Funny Farm.
He's got an egg yolk on his head.
There you go. It's just a...
the yolk's on you, Chevy.
It's a movie marquee. They
Yolk's on you.
Those would hang up in movie theaters. That's all that is. Sorry if anybody watching this back, you're not gonna be able to see it. Should I show them? There you go. The Chevy Chase, right there. There you go.
Chevy.
I feel bad sometimes. We talk about stuff, and I realize watching the live stream back that nobody knows can see what we're talking about. Am I still in frame? I guess I am. Krazy Joe for president. I'd vote for him.
Sure.
Funny Farm's I need to rewatch Funny Farm. Is this the second time we talked about Funny Farm in a live stream? Because we talked about last week, right? Because you were talking about or was that with Rick?
I think we were talking about Spies Like Us. Were we talking about Spies Like Us?
Maybe it was Rick. Who mentioned a movie called Black Dog or something like that?
Oh, White Dog.
White Dog. Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were White Dog, and I was is that a sequel to Funny Farm? Because it's a yellow dog. So yeah, it's the second time we've made reference to Funny Farm, and that's weird. Good movie though. If you guys haven't seen Funny Farm, it's really a great Chevy Chase movie. Definitely check out that film.
And I verified White Dog is available through Criterion, but only DVD, not Blu-ray. Oh. So I don't know. One of these days I might have to pick that up. I'd like to see White Dog again.
See you, Movie John.
Bye, Movie John. We love you.
Can't wait to see you in July. It's gonna be fun. Now I got this all messed up. Chevy Chase, John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, Steve Martin, Martin Short are legends. Yep. Martin Short definitely. Steve Martin definitely. Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Gotta be honest, I never cared for Martin Short. Other guys I'm on board, but I never cared for Martin Short.
I love Martin Short. I think Martin Short and Steve Martin are funnier than Chevy Chase.
I'd like to see Steve Martin and Martin Short merge into Steve Martin Short.
Well, they did. They did that on stage. Every year they do a thing on stage where they team up together and do bits and whatnot. And I always thought they should have called it Steve Martin Short. They never called it that. They always call it a night with Steve Martin and Martin Short. But I love Martin Short. Listen, I have his audio. I'll have to make a copy. I have his audio book.
Born Standing Up.
No,
I've read the book. Oh, Martin Short's book. Oh, yeah, okay.
You have the Steve Martin one? Is that any good?
I've read the book. I didn't have.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
I should buy the audio book.
Really good.
But yeah, the Martin Short audiobook. It's called the humble life of a celebrity. I forget. Anyway, it's really good. Talks about his life and it's pretty awesome.
J2H asks favorite John Candy film. I got to go with Summer Rental. I've always loved Summer Rental. Daddy, I wet my bed. No, honey, you wet their bed.
No, there's so many good ones. Summer Rental's great. Man, I mean, there's so many good. He's done so many good movies. I'm drawing a blank. What's the Plane Chasing Automobiles? I mean, it's good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Even the one he like basically died on, Wagons East. I like.
Hot to Trot.
Oh my gosh, Hot to Trot. Yes, with Bobcat.
Hot to Trot is a terrible movie. I love it. I absolutely love it. But you were talking about so bad it's good movies. But here's here's what's amazing about Hot to Trot. They shot that movie, and Elliot Gould was the voice of the horse. They played it to test audiences. Test audiences hated the movie, so they went back and they said, "We got to do something."
Who is the voice?
Elliot Gould. And they said,
"Who's Elliot Gould?" Why am I drawing blank?
He was Devil and Max Devlin. He was. You know him if you saw him.
I saw his face. I know who he was. Yeah,
he was very big in the 70s. But audiences hated the movie, so they were like, "Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to rewrite all the horses' dialogue and get another comedian to do it." So John Candy went and redubbed it. They rewrote all the horses' dialogue. Now, keep in mind, they didn't reshoot the movie. The movie was done. They just redubbed the horse's dialogue and wrote new jokes for the horse. So every new joke had to fit
with what
Bobcat responded.
With his response. That's
as
weird.
Terrible as that movie is to begin with,
gotta give him credit.
You got to give him credit for the fact that it's even watchable.
Jesse, yes, Armed and Dangerous. That's a great movie. That's a fantastic film. Love that movie.
What About Bob is so good, Entertainment Fanatic. I love What About Bob. Oh, J2H, if you've never heard of Summer Rental, I can't recommend it enough. John Candy and his family get a house in Florida for the summer.
That steak eating scene.
They end up in the wrong house. They end up in the wrong house, and it's the streets have similar names. It's hilarious. It's really hilarious.
Hector, my favorite Tarantino movie, I'd go with Reservoir Dogs. I think it's the one I enjoy the most. Just something about that movie I just really, really like. I like the dialogue. I like the flow. I like the story. Not that I don't with his other movies as well. It's just I think it's my favorite one. Spaceballs, yeah. He plays Barf, right?
Yeah. Ever watched the Birds of Prey show from 2002? Yes.
I have the entire series. I've never watched it.
It's basically the weirdest thing because it's supposed to be like a Batman show, but it's really an X-Men show. Because it's all these people who have superpowers. And it's like, well, this feels like an X-Men show, not a Batman show.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, Hector, I'm so ready for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I agree. I'm pumped for that as well. It looks like it's gonna be cool. Oh, the Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's what I'm thinking about. Great Outdoors. You keep saying Summer Rental. Okay, I'm an idiot. You keep saying Summer Rental, and I keep thinking Great Outdoors. I don't know why I was doing that. That's why I said the steak eating scene and whatnot.
You have seen Summer Rental.
I have seen Summer Rental, but you kept saying Summer Rental, but I kept thinking The Great Outdoors, and until he said that, I was like, wait a minute, I was thinking of a completely different movie. Yeah, my bad. But I have seen Summer Rental. Summer Rental is great as well. Yes.
Man, Rip Torn. Rip Torn is the pirate. Yeah. What About Bob? Man, What About Bob's a great movie.
It's a good movie, yeah.
I haven't seen What About Bob in forever. I want to watch that now. Frank Oz made that movie.
Should we do our first ever comment?
Sure.
Yeah. Just see it for the next 2 hours. See here to 1 o'clock in the morning watching What About Bob. You know how to work tomorrow, do you?
Yeah. I do. And I don't get overtime anymore.
Nothing But Trouble's good. Yeah, he's in Nothing But Trouble. You're right. He plays a few characters in that movie, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
He plays a woman in it.
Yeah, he plays the yeah. I like that's a weird movie, but it's good.
I find that movie very difficult to watch.
It's kind of it's weird. It's weird in a disturbing kind of way, but it's fun. It's got a good cast. I mean, John Candy's in it. Dan Aykroyd's in it.
Dan Aykroyd wrote and directed it.
Yeah. Chevy Chase is in it.
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. Yeah. There's a lot of good people in that movie. It's a weird movie, but it's fun. It's kind of creepy. It's creepy too. It's a dark comedy.
Supercell Chaser says Bill Murray is a legend. I should point this out. There's a movie available. I saw it this week. It's a documentary called The Bill Murray Stories. Have you heard of this?
No.
You know Bill Murray. There's a lot of like stories about Bill Murray, quote unquote, urban legends, where Bill Murray shows up in a weird place, like someone's having a party and Bill Murray shows up at the door and just invites himself in, and
or like his Frankenhooker story,
or the story where like the guy's in the bathroom peeing and someone came up behind him and put his hands over his head and just whispered, "No one will ever believe you." And he looked and turns around and it's Bill Murray, and Bill Murray just walks out. So there's all these stories of Bill Murray doing this crazy stuff. Someone made a whole documentary about it. It's really pretty good.
Well, it's also the thing, like, isn't that like it was Frankenhooker, right? Which was the movie, like, wasn't he filming what's that movie he did about, he was like a clown?
Oh, Quick Change.
Quick Change. I think he was doing Quick Change. I'm hoping I'm not getting this story wrong. I think he was filming Quick Change, and they were also filming Frankenhooker at the same time. And he like he did a quote for him. He said like, "Oh, if you only see like one movie this year, see like Frankenhooker or something like that." And they used that quote for like the box art and stuff.
That I didn't know about.
I think it's Frankenhooker. I think. I hope I'm getting that story right.
See, Kruger, I have 2 bottles of Crystal Head vodka, and one of them's autographed by Dan Aykroyd, right on the forehead of the bottle. And Sav, I'm very excited about Ghostbusters 3. I can't wait.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Did you hear that? Now, I don't know if this is true, because there's a lot of rumors. But did you hear that the premise that's been rumored online, it sounds like it's going to be like Back to the Future. Like Dan Aykroyd could be totally inaccurate, but this is what I read. Dan Aykroyd is basically playing like the Doc Brown character, and he's going to be Ray from the first 2 Ghostbusters movies. But some teenagers meet him, and he's like the crazy scientist in their neighborhood. And basically he tells them stories about when he used to be a Ghostbuster, and then teaches them to be Ghostbusters. That's what I'm hearing. So it sounds like sort of like Ghostbusters mixed with Back to the Future, with like a touch of Stranger Things in there.
We'll see. Yes, Jesse. Have you ever seen the 90s Bill Murray movie with Mad Dog and Glory? Yeah, with, what's her name?
De Niro's in that, right?
Yeah, De Niro and Uma Thurman, thank you.
Oprah?
I have seen it. First time I watched that movie was on Laserdisc, because I used to I bought on Laserdisc before I had it on DVD.
John Candy is amazing as the security guard at the end of National Lampoon's Vacation. Yes.
Oh, J2H says, how dare you defend Dumb and Dumber? Dumb and Dumber is a good movie. Dumb and Dumber 2 is a horrible movie.
Yeah, what's wrong with Dumb and Dumber?
Dumb and Dumber's obviously a classic. Dumb and Dumber, I actually think is a pretty... I mean, it's not like... I'm not saying it's gold, but it's a...
What, Dumb and Dumberer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not as good as Dumb and Dumber.
No, it's not as good.
But it's better than Dumb and Dumber 2.
It's like, I remember when I saw that movie, I went into it thinking, oh god, they're doing a prequel to Dumb and... This is going to be so bad. It actually was pretty funny. It was decent. It had some good moments. It had its moments. I mean, it's not gold, but it's not bad. Dumb and Dumber 2 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
I hated Dumb and Dumber 2.
That movie was just... I can't believe how bad that movie was. Like, it was... I mean, if I had to do, like, top 10 worst movies of all time, that might be in there. It was that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was cringy.
It was pretty bad.
Dumb and Dumber 2 is better than Dumb and Dumber. Ooh, I agree. I disagree.
I disagree there too.
I disagree. J2H. I mean, to each their own. I mean, that's the great thing about movies. Oh,
you
shoot.
meant to...
Sorry, J2H. I didn't mean to hide your. I meant to say yes, accept, not hide. Sorry.
Yeah, he hit the wrong button.
I hit the wrong button. I wasn't trying to hide your message. I apologize. But J2H said that Dumb and Dumber 2 is better than Dumb and Dumber. No. What's your favorite Anthony Hopkins movie?
By the way, my favorite... Someone said Dumb and Dumber is the best Jim Carrey movie. Supercell Chaser said that. My favorite Jim Carrey movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I don't find... By the way, aside from Dumb and Dumber is the only comedy movie where I find Jim Carrey funny. I don't find him funny.
I like Cable Guy.
Cable Guy's all right.
It's a dark comedy. That's why I like it. It's a twisted movie.
Generally speaking, I don't find him funny, though. And like my favorite movie of his is a drama movie. Eternal Sunshine. But no, who'd you say best favorite Anthony Hopkins? Thor. Thor.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd say my favorite Anthony Hopkins movie is. I really couldn't answer that.
You know what's
terrible? He has censored my opinion. Again, J2H, it was an accident. I meant to hit okay. Actually, I didn't censor your comments.
Yeah, for some reason
YouTube, I guess because you put the word dumb or something. I don't know, YouTube censored your thing and I meant to say it was okay and then I actually hit it wasn't okay, so I apologize.
You know what movie Anthony Hopkins is in?
I gotta watch Liar Liar again. People have been talking about like a lot.
Ooh, I hate Liar Liar.
People have been talking about that movie so much recently. I haven't watched that in years.
Yeah, I do not like that movie. You know what Anthony Hopkins...
Good night, Chris.
You know what Anthony Hopkins
Mask
movie...
of Zorro.
You know what Anthony Hopkins movie I like that is considered terrible, and I know it's not good, but I like it. Free Jack. You ever see Free Jack? Emilio Estevez, and it's not.
I
it's
haven't.
Not a good
I don't
movie.
think I haven't watched it yet.
It's not a good movie. It's pretty cheesy, but I kind of dig it.
There's a question again. I said I was going to answer these this or that questions, but not bad. Dumb and Dumber, or Dumb. Wait, do you mean Dumb and Dumber 2 or Dumb and Dumber? Okay. Oh no, Dumb and Dumber 2. I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Dumb and Dumber 2 or
Christmas Vacation 2.
They're both terrible, but I'm going to go with Christmas Vacation 2 for one reason only. It's the only vacation movie to bring back one of the actors who played the kids.
Wow. All right.
What's her name? Dana. I can't think of her name now. Dana Barron as Audrey Griswold. Only actor to play a Griswold kid twice.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say Dumb and Dumber 2 is. I mean, I don't like Dumb and Dumber 2, but at least I found it watchable. I had a hard time watching Christmas. I watched Christmas Vacation 2 twice because I watched it once, was like, that was horrible, and then I had to do it again because I was like, I want to make sure it was as horrible as I remembered. And the second time watching, I'm like, well, that's it. I'll never watch this movie ever again. It was really bad.
Sav asked what I think of Star Trek Enterprise. I like it. It's good. I mean, the first season kind of was, they
what about Anthony Hopkins and Hitchcock? Oh, because it's Cock. Wow. Oh my gosh. He said, what about Anthony Hopkins and Hitchcock?
Anthony Hopkins was good as Hitchcock.
Yeah, it was good.
No, the
Good night, Kyle.
The first season of Enterprise kind of was like more of the same, and like they told stories that they had already kind of told on Next Generation, but by season 3 and 4, it was phenomenal. It was really good. Joey Baseball says explain my disdain for Liar Liar. Again, it's Jim Carrey. I just don't think he's funny.
You just don't like him, man.
I just don't find him funny. Hey, you know who else? This is controversial because people love him. People love him. You know who else I don't find funny? Robin Williams.
Whoa.
I think he's funny. I mean, I think he's good in dramas. I like him in Good Will Hunting. You give me your Dead Poets Society, put him in a drama, 1 hour photo. Don't find him funny.
He has his moments. Jeff, wait, what? There's a Christmas Vacation 2? Unfortunately.
Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
It's all about Cousin. It's all about Cousin Eddie and his family.
It was a made for NBC TV movie.
So bad. Yeah.
The only one of the Griswolds that was in it was Audrey Griswold.
So bad.
Can we get into something a little weird?
What's it? Carnage 6X? So you're supposed to say Hitch member then instead of Hitchcock? Yeah, you gotta say Hitch member because apparently Hitchcock gets you like blurred out on YouTube.
There's a line in Vacation, the original Vacation.
Oh, Andy says he's out of here after a Robin Williams remake. Hey, Andy, this is my channel. I disagree with him. I find Robin Williams quite funny. Like, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. Robin Williams can be like a lot of comedians, even like Jim Carrey, where at times they go a little too far. Like funny. Oh, you're going a little too dial it back,
Jim Carrey and Robin Williams are the same style of humor, I think. Yeah. They're always
like,
on
bam,
yeah, and it's like too much. Like I like it a little. Like the person who I think's the funniest person alive is Norm Macdonald, and he's like the exact opposite. He's dry. Yeah. So that's more where my sense of humor is, I think.
The funniest man alive is I had his box set. Where did it go? I don't see. It would be. I was just going to show you. Hey, I'll just. Oh, here it is. Funniest man alive is right here.
Who's on there? He's funny.
John Cleese. Like, it's amazing how many times I've been watching a movie and been like, this is all right. This is okay. And then they'll have a little cameo by John Cleese, and it officially becomes one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie ever. Like, for instance, Time Bandits. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. A lot of people love it. I find Time Bandits to be very mediocre. Until they get to the Robin Hood scene. That Robin Hood scene with John Cleese is one of the... I can't tell how many times I've just been like sitting at my computer and be like, YouTube. I'll just YouTube the Robin Hood scene and just watch it over and over again. It's so funny.
Aubrey mentioned Death to Smoochie. I got to admit, that's one of the few movies where I thought Robin
That's
Williams was
a great
hilarious.
movie. Him and what's his name?
Yeah.
From Fight Club. Why am I drawing a blank?
Jesse, I love Dirty Work. I love Dirty Work so much. And you know what? There's talk that Norm's going to do a Dirty Work sequel. I'm all about it. I can't wait to see Dirty Work too. Man, Dirty Work makes me laugh.
Why am I drawing a blank? Fight Club. What's his name? Not Brad
Fight
Pitt.
Club, Ed Norton.
Ed Norton, thank you. I was like Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, he was good in that. He was really good in that. And I like Popeye too. I got to be honest. You know, that's another one. People hated Popeye when it came out. That was considered a total bomb. I enjoyed it.
Landon wants to know who won the 4K. It was Cinema 77, and then a bunch of other stuff after his name. I forget. Cinema 77 won. We did it around the sort of the 1 hour markish. Yeah, Ed Norton. Everybody saw. Every now everybody's popping in.
Oh yeah, Norm. I love the sitcom Norm, and he's got a show on Netflix. Norm Macdonald has a show. It's like a talk show. It's really good. I got tickets to see him. I'm seeing him the day after my birthday this year. My wife, and I are going to see Norm on March 22nd.
There's a question though. Brent says, "Do you guys like Mork and Mindy?" I'm assuming you would, right?
It's okay. I mean, it's all right. I don't love it, but it's funny.
Jesse, yeah, there you go. Father's Day, 1997. That is a very underrated movie. A lot of people don't know about that movie. Yeah, Billy Crystal, Robin Williams. There's a kid and they don't know who the father is. It's either Billy Crystal or Robin Williams, but they both think they're the father. And the kid is a groupie for what's that band? Sugar Ray. He's a Sugar Ray groupie, and they're like following Sugar Ray. It's really weird. It's a good movie. And if you want to see what kind of music Sugar Ray actually like is, watch that movie.
Favorite Marx Brothers movie? I'm not like a Marx Brothers aficionado, but Horse Feathers is pretty funny.
I mean, I have like their box sets. I don't know which one I'd say my favorite is. They all kind of like. I'm not a big enough fan that I can really be like, I like that one better than that one. I don't know. Ryan Kennar's here. Do I like Throw Rock from the Sun? Yes, I do. I love that show.
I haven't seen enough of that show, but I always liked.
I marathoned the whole series.
You know, it was great on Third Rock from the Sun. William Shatner would come on as the big giant head, and they did one where.
Are you gonna say it?
The Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Because Shatner was in the original Nightmare at 20,000 Feet.
Best part of that, yeah.
And Lithgow was in the remake of Nightmare.
On the movie.
And yeah, there was one where they picked up Shatner at the airport, and Lithgow says to him, like, "How was your flight?" And he goes, "It was terrible. There was something on the wing." And Lithgow's like, "I've seen it too."
I think he says like, "How was your flight?" And he was like, "It was good, but there was this thing. I saw this thing on the wing." And John Lithgow goes, "Me too!" And it's so funny, and it's like I get tears over the head of so many people, but it's hilarious. I love when they do that. They throw a little.
There was a Muppets Tonight where Miss Piggy was on an airplane and she looked out the window and saw like a Muppet version of the gremlin on the wing, and she's going, "Oh my God, there's something on the wing! There's something on the wing!" And they cut, and Shatner's sitting next to her, and Shatner goes, "Oh, that guy, he's there all the time. I've been telling them for years. Nobody ever believes me."
I have never seen that. I'm going to look that up. Is that from like when he hosted or something?
It was like no, because
just a cameo.
It was just a quick cameo. It was an episode of Muppets Tonight in the 90s.
I gotta look that up. Wow, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna look that. That's awesome. Oh man, yeah, that's a funny thing. That and Everybody Loves Raymond when his dad, the Halloween episode where his dad, who was the Frankenstein monster in Young Frankenstein, he comes walking through the door and he's dressed up in full Frankenstein monster getup, and it's awesome. And if I could go back in time, I would go into the audience of that movie and just start randomly punching people, because he walks through the door and everybody goes, that's the reaction it gets. Like, because I'm assuming people in the audience are complete morons and didn't get that he's the Frankenstein monster from Young Frankenstein and how amazing it is to see him back in that makeup again. Like, seeing that episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And the audience just gives it like a little tiny golf clap. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, that's my rant for the day.
We're gay.
Yes, I'm very gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I am extremely happy all the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
And if we were, I mean, like, is that?
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I wasn't married, I'd take
I
you
was
to
gonna
the
say,
movies and play the old popcorn trick on you.
Aren't we both married?
You know the old popcorn trick,
Yeah,
don't you?
put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn. Yeah.
Oh, you know the popcorn trick.
Now he's getting close. See, you asked that question. Now he's getting closer. Peter Boyle's Raymond's dad, and he gave out condoms thinking they were chocolate coins. I forgot that episode.
Got the complete series Three's Company on DVD for $1.99. Wow, what a buy, Alan!
Savage. Wait, what is it?
Alan got the complete series of Three's Company for $1.99.
Wow, good deal there, man. But seriously, I feel like you're like pushing me out of the frame. Move over more. Why? Like, you got so much space over there, dude. Like, what are you doing?
It's the final frontier.
Oh my gosh! All right. Why do you hate Now You See Me Too Much? Joey, I don't hate that movie. I hate the name of that movie because it should have been called Now You Don't.
I enjoyed it. I
like the movie. I hate the name of the movie.
There's one aspect of the movie that I thought was stupid though. Woody Harrelson's identical twin brother. I'm like, oh come on.
Yeah.
but I like the movie.
The only problem I have with those movies is the tricks that can't actually like be a trick. Like that's the kind of stuff that drives me like, oh, we're gonna do this trick now, and it's all like this big CGI thing, and it's like, well, like a real magician couldn't actually do that trick because that's CGI. That's not like, I don't mean CGI like overthrowing cards, like this is something a real person could do, but the actor can't, so we're gonna CGI it. I'm talking stuff that like couldn't actually happen like in real life without you going into a computer and making it happen. And like that's the only thing that bugs me about that movie. It should have been more based on like tricks that like a magician, it'd be really difficult to pull off, but they could pull off in theory. That's what they should have done.
Andrew Turnbull wants us to say his name.
Hi, Andrew. Turnbull. Bull.
There you go. What is our favorite Bill Pullman movie? Yours is Independence Day 2. Independence Day 2, Independence Day Resurgence. That's your
movie's so bad. Well, it's bad because it's just Independence Day again. Like,
you said that, but I disagree. I don't like it, but I think if it was just Independence Day again, I'd actually like it more.
I felt like it was Independence Day again. Like, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, there's some differences, but I felt for the most part they were just rehashing the story.
See, I didn't get that at all.
I didn't like it. I did. I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll have a different thought my second time around, but I didn't care for it.
No, Independence Day is my favorite, though. Favorite Bill Pullman movie is Independence Day.
Maybe this July 4th, I'll sit down and rewatch both movies back to back.
Sav knows the popcorn trick. That's right.
Woohoo! Do I like Marvel Studios? Says Andrew. Yes.
Robert Lowenthal asks if it's directed at me. Have I heard of Vinegar Syndrome? I have. I own one of their releases. I own their release of Raw Force, which is another one of the greatest So Bad It's Good movies ever made.
I'm pretty sure I have something by them. Real magicians use CGI all the time on AGT magicians. Use CGI on their acts a lot. What?
I'll eat them like nobody's business. Like the chalupa. Oh my god, the nacho cheese.
What are you talking about?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's gross.
Taco Bell is delicious. I mean, you need a seatbelt on the toilet afterwards, but my god, it's like Drano for the system. You feel better when you walk away.
I'm starving. I haven't eaten since like lunch. It's 9:30. It's been like 9 hours since I've eaten. I'm starving.
Thoughts on Casper?
I love Casper. Like you mean the Christina Ricci Casper with Bill Pullman? There you go. And Dan Aykroyd as a Ghostbuster.
And Father Guido Sarducci's in it.
Yes, yeah. You're right. I forgot about that. And Monty Python. He's in it too, right?
Eric
Idle's in it, right? Yeah.
Did you know that you remember the Presidents of the United States of America, the band?
Yeah, of course.
Chris Ballou from the Presidents of the United States of America does music for small children now.
Oh, that's nice.
And under the name Casper Von Baby Pants. That's not
a joke. That's all you're... I thought you were going somewhere with that. Anyway, my thoughts on Casper. I love it. It's a great movie. I still remember that movie came out when I was in middle school, and it was, right around the time where I was starting to be like, girls, I think I was in 6th grade. And I remember being like, it was the first time I ever went, hey, Christina Ricci. All right. Because Christina Ricci, I think, is like, I want to say she's like the same age as me, or like right around the same age as me.
Do you mind if I say some mean things about Christina Ricci?
Oh.
That is one large forehead. I hear her forehead has a separate contract.
She's hot. I don't care.
It's same thing with Helen Hunt. I heard if you want Helen Hunt and Christina Ricci in your movie, there's 4 contracts, one for each of them and one for each of their foreheads.
Let me tell you the things I do that forehead. Wait, what? Christina Ricci's not Helen Hunt, so I don't care about Helen Hunt.
Luther, gotta get Luther the Geek from Vinegar Syndrome. Luther the Geek, man, that's got what's her name in it? Drawing a blank. Stacy Hyduke from Superboy the series, whom I interviewed on MegaPodtastic, by the way. Best on-screen Lana Lang of all time.
Really better than what's her name from Smallville?
Well,
Annette O'Toole.
I like
oh
Annette
my
O'Toole.
gosh.
You know who she's married to?
Who's Annette O'Toole married to?
She's married to Michael McKean.
Oh.
Who played Perry White on Smallville.
Why is everybody talking about Demolition Man all of a sudden?
Because Taco Bell won the franchise.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Talking about the franchise war in Demolition Man. That is correct. And then they stole the logo from the movie to make it their new logo.
J2H says, Taco Bell is great if you enjoy explosive diarrhea. Let me tell you something. I lived in Phoenix, and there was a drive-through 24-hour Mexican place. Just drive-through.
Robert. Hold on, Robert. Yes, Black Snake Moan. Yeah.
The food at this drive-through Mexican place was so good that half the time I ate there, I got food poisoning. But it was so delicious going in that I was willing to take the gamble and go back again.
I got food poisoning from one of my all-time favorite, or one of my favorite restaurants. You guys have seen me there before.
Grotto's Pizza?
No, Hilltop. Hilltop gave me food poisoning one time. And by the way, people, if you haven't had food poisoning, good. You think having the flu is bad, or picture any illness you've ever had, anytime you've ever felt like, well, not any illness, but any big major cold, like the flu or something like that. You thought the flu was the worst you've ever had. Try food poisoning. It's not good. And in my case, I got food poisoning the day before we bought our condo. So back my wife and I, you're gonna shake the camera. Back my wife and I bought the condo. I got food poisoning the night before. I was so dead, and then we had to go in the next day and sign the paperwork. I laid down on the what's the person who you signed the paperwork for? What's it called? Realtor. I was lying on her carpet, and then I'd get up every now and then. I'd sign paper, and then I'd go and lay back down on her carpet. I felt like I was going to die. Andrew, keep asking me like Marvel Studios. Yes, we do.
Where was it? Aubrey Lockman says that Christina Ricci's forehead is insured for at least $1 million. And Austin Dolan points out that Kurtwood Smith also has a giant forehead. This is true. He does.
Speaking of food that makes you feel bad afterwards, I recently started eating Wendy's again because I was just in the mood for something different.
I love Wendy's.
Yeah, but ever since I started eating them, like my stomach has been like not good. So like I gotta stop eating there. Like it's weird.
Love the Baconator.
I mean the food's good, but it's just my stomach's been like upset ever since I've like started eating there again. Do you think 2019 will be the year for massive drops to $1 flea market Blu-rays? I hope so.
There was an article on the digitalbits.com about how physical media is dying fast. I don't think physical media will ever die, but I do think it's going to become a niche collector's market like vinyl records pretty soon. And
probably.
I think the specialty retailers like Criterion and Shout Factory and Mill Creek will be the main source of physical media in the coming years.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I talk to all of you guys. My friends, Joe, Rick, Chris. We and everybody I like meet and stuff nowadays. We all collect movies, and we're all into movies and physical media. So in my mind, I'm like, nah, man, physical media is still like alive and strong and great. But then the moment comes where I talk to somebody who's like in their like early 20s. And I find out very quickly that, physical media like doesn't mean a thing to them. And I'm like, oh.
Here's what I don't understand about digital media, because I've embraced digital media as well. Like I think that they all have their place. But I don't understand the people who don't want to own. Now, granted, with digital media, I know technically you don't own it. Studios, there's all that, But let's just, for the purposes of this discussion, let's say own. I don't understand the people who don't want to own their movies, at least on digital, and it's the people who say like, "Well, I got Netflix," and it's like, yeah, but Netflix takes movies away. Like their contract will run out. You won't have constant access to a movie. So it's like, okay, even if you want to have it on digital, I can understand if you say I bought it on Vudu or I bought it on Google Play, and unless the studio someday, God forbid, decides to take it away, it's going to be there. Whereas Netflix, it's like it could be gone next month.
Yep.
I don't get that.
Well, I still say it. I my money again. Streaming, I think, should be looked at as a format. Streaming, I mean, it's a digital format, but it's a format. And I want to say in like 15, 20, however many years from now, if even that long, because things change so quickly nowadays, streaming will be gone. And something new is going to come along. Whether it's like, some kind of projection thing or something that's not streaming, some new kind. Because I mean, think about how much just like cell phones have changed and going from like beepers to cell phone. I mean, things that like we thought would be there forever like have changed so much, and it's completely different. And like I think streaming's just gonna be it's gonna go away, or some new form of streaming is gonna come along or something. Okay, some sort of streaming will always be here, I think, in some way, but it'll be like a different form of streaming, a different way we stream. Right now we stream over the internet this way. Some way eventually streaming will be something completely different that we're not even thinking about right now. And when that happens, are we still going to have access to all those movies we purchased through like Vudu or whatever? There's no guarantee. If you look at the contract you agree to, they literally say at any time your movies can go away and there's nothing you do about it.
But at the same time, that's the same with physical media too, though, because when you own physical media, it's only good so long as you have a player. And if they stop making the players, sure, you may be able to find them online. You may be able to find them on eBay. You may be able to find them in a thrift store. But if you can't find a working player, the physical media is not good either.
Should we go upstairs and show my closet?
Well, I know. Yes, but you're the only person I know who has a closet full of players.
I've prepared for the apocalypse. I'm good. I prepared for the streaming apocalypse. I have a closet literally full of Laserdisc players and
But you have to recognize that that's not
players.
the norm.
Do it right or don't do it at all,
Poop or get off the pot.
Go big or go home. What can I say? What are you having for dinner, CS? I don't know. I want to. You know what? You gotta get home, don't you?
Popcorn.
Right.
No.
What?
I said popcorn.
Okay. You know what I could go for? I could go for Applebee's.
Chris is back. Didn't he leave?
Yeah, Chris, I thought you left, man. There's the whole Moncari spelling thing going on. What? There's the whole... Wait. There's that whole Moncari spelling thing going on to declutter your life media as one of the items. I don't know what you're talking about, Chris.
Jesse, I like Weekend
I'm just going to smile and nod. Yeah, Chris. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I like Weekend at Bernie's 2 better than Part 1 because the corpse dances.
They're great movies. There's a lot of movies that I like the second sequels better than the
I like comedy sequels when they're weirder than the original.
Like Caddyshack 2.
I've never actually seen Caddyshack 2, I'm going to be honest, but I love when someone makes a comedy movie and then they make a sequel, but they make the sequel so much weirder. Like, I love Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Love Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey because it's so weird. And William Sadler as Death is so funny in that movie.
There's a lot of sequels I like better. Like, again, I always say Jaws 3 is my favorite of the Jaws movies. I like Piranha 2 better than Piranha. Not the new ones, but the original. Like, who did that? Was it Tobe Hooper?
Joe Dante did the original.
Oh, Joe Dante. James Cameron did. Thank you. I like the second Piranha movie better.
Entertainment Fanatic asks who our favorite actors are.
Paul Giamatti.
I don't know. I'd go with Shatner, I guess. William Shatner.
I was just go with Paul Giamatti. I think he's great.
You gotta love anything Christopher Walken's in. Christopher Walken's always entertaining.
Well, except for in Jungle Book. I didn't like him in the Jungle Book.
I thought he was fine.
Well, my problem with it is his song. It's just out of nowhere. Like, again, that movie has like bare necessities. It kind of fits because you know, Mowgli and Baloo, they're going down the river. Baloo starts singing a song. It sort of fits in a way because, you know, you think he would probably just break into a tune because that's his character. And then, like, there's, like, no singing in the entire song until they get to King Louie. And it's like, where did this song... Why is King Louie singing this song now? Like, it's so weird. And, of course, it's Christopher Walken singing the song. Bye, Sav. And it's Christopher Walken singing the song, so it's just... It's weird there. Best thing Christopher Walken ever did, in my opinion, is what was that music video for
the one where he flies at the end.
You can get with this. Are you who sings it? Is that Fatboy Slim? Fatboy Slim, right?
I
I love that music video.
When Fatboy Slim first came out,
do you know what he's doing in heaven?
Fatboy Slim?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
It's gonna get blocked, but guys, leave comments. Does anybody know what Fatboy Slim is doing in heaven? Go leave some comments. I'm gonna see if anybody knows that. If anybody knows that, like 10 points to your channel or to your house.
When he became popular, when he first became popular, Fatboy Slim, I forgot his name, and I was talking about him with someone, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Christopher Walken's in that music video," and we were like, "Who did it?" And I was like, "Oh, Fatso Jim." I call Fatboy Slim
Fatso Jim. So did you get my?
I love Wayne's World 2. Man, Wayne's World 2 is great. The Naked Indian, so funny.
Leonel, or is that what it says? So did you get my message on Instagram? I don't know, did I? When did you send it? I've been doing this live stream for two hours now, so maybe not. You're the Adam, second person to put a K in Laserdisc. It's DISC. Disc would refer to a like a floppy disk. Different formats.
Joe Dante is one of my favorite directors, Jesse. I love the Burbs, but I you know, again, I'm going with the favorite, but I gotta say Gremlins is my favorite Joe. No, Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2, the new batch, is my favorite Joe Dante film.
I think I like the original better, but Gremlins 2 is good. Any love for Sex Drive? Yeah, Sex Drive is a great movie. I like that movie, yeah. This is J2H.
I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie. I've seen parts of it.
I still can't remember what the line is, but I still remember that. Good night, Alan. I still remember there's a line in Sex Drive that, like, I thought was one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard in my entire life, and I cannot remember what it is. I gotta watch that movie to remember what that joke was. It was one of those. It's one of those throwaway lines. I remember that. I remember being a throwaway line, a throwaway joke, like that was just whatever. But for some reason, it really like hit me, and I was like, I started like I was crying, laughing so hard.
Was it a Seth Green line?
I think it was Seth Green. I want to say it was Seth Green, and maybe like.
Was it the line where they asked him like what he missed from Rumspringa?
I don't know.
Because that was the one line I remember from that. That's the only line I remember.
Don't remember. I gotta rewatch. I've only seen that movie like once, so I gotta rewatch it.
Which I can't say it here, but the one line there I really remember. It cracked me up.
All right, so Austin, here's a question. Austin says Christmas Vacation is a great sequel. Do you look at the National Lampoon movies as sequels?
Oh, well, I think so, yeah.
You know, I don't see them like that. I see each movie as an individual thing. I mean, even though they are technically sequels, Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and Vegas Vacation, I kind of see them all like...
I'm going to hit you with trivia now.
Okay.
No, this is a trivia question for you to see if you know the answer. Chat room, don't tell him. Let's see if he knows. If you guys know the answer, we want to see if he knows, so don't write it out here, okay? What in the Vacation movies? And I asked this because I read a review of Christmas Vacation, and someone did not. The person writing the review didn't know.
I'm not gonna know this question, am I?
In all 4 Vacation movies, they mention it. All 4. It's always mentioned in all 4 of them. What is Clark Griswold's occupation? What does he do for a living?
What does he do for a living?
Chat room, don't tell him. Don't tell him. I know one of you knows. You probably all know, but just don't. See if he can get it.
I don't. Works for Vandalay Industries, right? Latex?
No.
I don't know what he does. What does he do?
He is a food additive designer.
Oh, that's right, because he designed the
crunch varnish.
Yeah, the crunch varnish. That's right. Yep. All right. Yeah. Sex Drive is hilarious, is R. Grimes, or Grimy as he likes to be called.
And in the 4th one, he designed the cookies that were like years old. They could last for years.
Joe Dante did Inner Space. That's a good. That's a good Martin Short. Good Martin Short movie.
I I like Small Soldiers. That was a good one.
Oh, that's a good one too. Mark Ricci.
She wasn't in that.
Or no, I mean, you're right. Kirsten Dunst. Sorry.
Was she in that?
Kirsten
No, I gotta double check.
Kirsten Dunst is in Small Soldiers. Yes.
I still have that picture of the Far Out Space Nuts on my phone.
Favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Critters 3.
You know what I really liked him in? I liked him in Django Unchained.
You are right. Kirsten Dunst
Yeah,
was
she
in that.
is. She's the female.
Phil Hartman was in that. I knew that. We want to negotiate the surrender of the Gorgonzolas.
I forgot that David Cross was in that.
Yeah. He was the one who they said, don't give out your password. Your password's secret. And he goes, I got Gizmo.
Yeah, favorite Leonardo DiCaprio. I might go with Django Unchained. Like I really like him in that movie. It's a great movie, by the way. That's like that might be up there with like that's one of my top favorite Quentin Tarantino movies.
I'm gonna go with Django Unchained too, because I actually Critters 3. I don't really like that. I like Critters 1, 2, and 4. Don't care for 3.
I mean, he's good in a lot of stuff. I mean, he was good in. I like him in, of course, Titanic, which you still haven't seen. We're gonna do that eventually. Shut the hell up! You haven't seen it. You don't know. I mean, he's great in Titanic. I like him in what else? Like Basketball Diaries, The Beach. He's in a lot of good stuff.
He should do the Basketball Diaries.
Basketball Diaries? They should do that. That'd be great. I need to rewatch the Revenge of the Nerds movies.
Frank Grimes.
Or
Grimy, as
or
his friends like to call him.
Grimy, as I like to be called.
You have been to space, Homer? Yes. What, haven't you been?
That episode's great. Just to watch Frank Grimes like lose his mind. Like, that's probably one of my favorite Simpson episodes. I'd have to say that, because just watching him go completely insane by just the stupidity of Homer and just how much stuff Homer's done and what he's been through and how, like, really when he comes down to it, how great Homer's life is, even though he's a complete moron. And how Frank Grimes is just trying his hardest to be, like, to do well and stuff and just can't get to where Homer is. It's great.
Matinee with John Goodman was a good Joe Dante movie. It's a great Joe Dante movie. Yeah. I love Matinee.
With Mant.
Mant.
That's a great movie too, yeah.
Do I have the pictures from Goodwill with the dog and the banana?
No, we never took them. Okay, he sent me a message on Instagram when we went. I think it was the episode where I think we were doing. It might have been 50% off at Goodwill or something like that. We went to the Goodwill by you. Yeah. And we went into the discount section next to it. And we're looking around. I remember I found I think I bought it.
Was I with you?
Yeah, you were with me. I found a Game Boy Advance like e-reader in the bins, which was pretty cool. And we also found like a bunch of like photos, like printed out photos.
I remember that. That was weird. Like someone had sold their photos.
Yeah.
And they were in the... Yeah.
And he was asking if you know about, like, do we know who they... No, I don't know who those are. We didn't buy them or anything like that. We just saw them and thought it was weird they were in there.
For years,
Jesse. Ooh, he's right. Catch Me If You Can. That is a really good Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I'm gonna say now you got me thinking. Maybe Catch Me If You Can. It's up there with Django. Oh man, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
For years, I had a photograph I found in the parking lot of an Acme. I was leaving an Acme and I found a Polaroid.
Nudes?
And it was of a guy holding a goldfish.
Completely naked?
Like he was swallowing a goldfish like this.
Was it
Steve? Was it Steve-O? Yeah, maybe.
And he puked it back up? Do you know, I'm going to be I don't remember who it is now. I have to look. You can look it up. I'm going to be a guest with a Jackass member. Go to creaturefeatureweekend.com. By the way, if anybody out there is in the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania area, this Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be a featured guest at Creature Feature Weekend in Gettysburg.
And if you're in Atlanta that very same weekend, I'll be at DragonCon.
DragonCon, curious about that. Looking it up.
Creature Feature Weekend.
Yeah, go to there should be a guests. I don't think I'm on there yet, but go. It should be. I swear it was. Oh, go to menu.
It says the official con for people who didn't go to DragonCon.
I'm gonna be a guest with Corey Feldman.
Joe Bob Briggs.
Joe Bob Briggs. I'll be a guest with him.
Frankenhooker, Patty Mullen.
Frankenhooker. I'll be a guest with Frankenhooker.
Bill Murray's favorite movie of 1989.
And there he is. There's a Jackass guy. Who is that?
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon Novak. There you go. I know who
him.
he is. Yeah. All right. So yeah, eventually my face should be on there. Eventually, supposedly. I hope it is.
You're going to be right next to Frankenhooker.
That'd be okay. I'll be next to Frankenhooker. I'll be next to. I hope they put me next to Corey Feldman. I don't know where they're gonna put me. I don't. For all I know, I might even be with the guy. Who knows? But yeah, if I'm next to Corey Feldman, that'd be great. Can I ask him to do his Michael Jackson moves for me?
Sure.
What movie? Okay, here you go. If you had Corey Feldman could sign one movie, could autograph one movie for you. You could pick one movie out of your collection to have him autograph. What movie?
It would be the Lifetime made-for-TV movie on the two Coreys.
I don't know what movie. I'm going to look up his IMDb. Like, what movie should I?
Gremlins. It would be. It would be. Gremlins.
You think Gremlins?
In fact, I preferably I wouldn't want him to sign the DVD. I'd want him to sign the poster because I already have the poster signed by Zach Galligan, Dick Miller, and Judge Reinhold, and I'd want Corey Feldman to sign the poster.
Judge Reinhold, man, I'd love to meet him.
I'd love to get Phoebe Cates to sign that.
I'd love to just get Phoebe Cates. You know, I usually try to pick the dumbest movie. Like when I always get people to autograph stuff, I'm like, okay, what's the dumbest movie I could possibly pick for them to autograph? I never want to pick a major movie, but part of me is wanting to say Goonies. I don't know. I might go with Goonies. I just kind of wanted to sign Goonies. Oh, Chris has Goonies too. I kind of just wanted to sign that Goonies. Yeah.
Austin says Duel is excellent. Spielberg's Duel, great movie. Love Spielberg's Duel.
He is good in Wolf of Wall Street as well. You're right, Jesse.
I want to make a sequel to that called The Werewolf of Wall Street.
Werewolf of Wall Street. You know, why don't we just do what they did in Be Kind Rewind, where they remade movies, but instead of remaking movies, we'll make sequels to movies. Really super bad, low budget, shot on an iPhone using, cardboard and styrofoam.
Well, we can make a company like The Asylum. Like, that's all we do is we get, like, titles.
We get sued so fast.
But no, because I don't think you could sue for that because it's
a parody.
Now, if you made Wolf of Wall Street 2, they could sue you. But I think anything that's clearly a parody, they could.
There's gray area there.
Yeah.
You're probably right. That'd be so much fun. We should do that. Should we start doing that? Should I just stop doing hunting videos and just because there's no way I can do both. I can't do Cinema Sickness full time and that full time. License to Drive, yeah, classic movie. What's your name's in that?
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham, yeah.
Heather Graham.
Good movie. How long have we been doing this now? We're coming up on 2 hours. Should we stop this?
Movie John's back.
Movie John's back, which is funny because we're gonna end this live stream really soon.
3 O'Clock High, great movie.
And then
Buddy Revell.
And the remake. What was the other one?
Fist Fight.
Fist Fight, yeah.
Fist Fight was pretty much a remake.
It was yeah, same movie. Have either of you seen Too Stupid to Die on TV? I don't think so. I went to school with most of the cast. No, I don't think I've seen that. Drinking a little tonight, guys. This movie, John. Tisk tisk kiss.
Wolf of
Wall
Street. I'd watch it. I'm in J2H. I'd watch it. Oh, C. Kruger, Lost Boys 2, The Tribe. That was pretty painful.
I didn't like those movies. I didn't hate them either. Like Lost Boys 2 and 3. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they were good. I'm not going to defend those movies. I will say though, I've seen much worse movies than those, but they're not good.
I think a sequel to Lost Boys is a pretty easy thing too. Like, I don't understand how they dropped the ball so hard on that because I don't think it's that hard. Favorite John Landis movie? I'm gonna go American Werewolf in London.
What else has he done?
Coming to America, Trading Places.
Trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting. I might go with American Werewolf.
Was it Beverly Hills Cop? No, he did Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Oh, did he?
He did one of the 3 Beverly Hills Cops. I think he did 3.
I'm gonna go with that then. If he did 3, I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Spies Like Us, Jesse said.
Spies Like Us is great. That's a tribute to the road movies. And what's his name's even in it?
Chevy?
No.
Aykroyd?
No. From Bob Hope. From the Road 2 movies, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. Because that's what that movie was. That's what I've heard like things that Chevy said. It was actually like it was a love story to the Road 2 movies, and that's why they had Bob Hope do a cameo.
Is anyone like
he did Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Blues Brothers.
That's a great movie.
Chuck. Were you a fan of Chuck? Did you ever watch Chuck?
The TV show?
Yeah.
I think I have the
You
entire
have the whole series.
Yeah, I've never seen it though.
I love Chuck.
Never watched
man.
it.
It's a phenomenal show.
I
Chuck,
tell you, when it comes to TV series, I'm bad. I don't have time to watch them.
Chevy played the villain on season 2 of
Oh,
Chuck.
did he?
He was season 2 of Chuck. Chevy was the villain, and in one of the later seasons, season 3 or season 4, because they were spies on Chuck, they're spies.
Is he
Yvonne
Doctor?
Strahovski. Chuck was showing Yvonne Strahovski Spies Like Us because she had never seen it. And I was like, he's like, I can't believe you never saw Spies Like Us. And I'm like, they dropped the ball. There was such a room for a joke there where she could have been like, hey, this guy looks just like, and name the villain from season 2. They totally missed the joke
that?
though. Yeah.
So he was playing a spy.
He was playing like a spy, like a villain. He was like with an organization called Fulcrum.
But Movie John's out again. Bye, Movie John.
Bye, Movie John.
Have fun getting drunk or continuing to remain drunk.
If I didn't have work tomorrow, I'd join you.
But anyway, they should have done the doctor joke.
They should have.
Just doctor. So good. All right, so we gotta end this up. I'm starving. We've been on for 2 hours now.
All right, we're getting out of here. Hey, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's my goal to hit 1,000 by March 21st.
MegaPodzilla, right? MegaPodtastic.
MegaPodtastic.
Keep wearing the pajamas.
Yeah, and come on over. It's I dance now in the finale.
Yeah, he has a new finale in his videos where he dances.
Credits, I dance in pajamas.
Jamel wants to know where I'm going for dinner. I don't know. Are you hungry? Do you want to go get dinner? Or do you go home?
I'm not hungry, and I do have to get home. I have a bit of a drive.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys. It's 10 o'clock. It's Monday. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really could go for Applebee's. I'm tempted to like actually call Applebee's and see if they're still open. They can give me food. I don't want to go and sit there.
Chris is quitting my song.
No, the song is done. Oh, what was I?
Keep wearing those.
What?
Pajamas.
Oh, it was one of the funniest lines, in my opinion, from the Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Was when they go to the Warner Studios and like the Animaniacs live there because they point to the water tower. I was like, wow, kids these days would not get that joke. I guarantee you, any kid who grew up with Teen Titans Go who went to movie theaters to see that probably has no idea what that meant.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
Well,
that's
always the thing with Teen Titans Go. If you watch Teen Titans Go regularly, there's all these jokes for the parents.
You know what? I feel stupid. I've watched the movie. I've never seen a single episode of the TV show.
They're always doing that kind of stuff on the show. Like there was one where Cyborg got Green Lantern's power ring, and he's like, "Well, what can I do with the power ring?" And they're like, "Whatever you can imagine, you can do with the power ring." So he used the power ring to create the Golden Girls.
Nice.
And Robin's like, "You created the Golden Girls? Why would you use the greatest weapon in the universe to create the Golden Girls?" And you just see the glowing green B. Arthur go like this. Like she's about to say something, and Cyborg goes, "Don't waste your time, B. He is neither a pal nor a confidant."
That's awesome. Well, anyway, guys, all right, that's it. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks to the people who donated. Appreciate that. I like how for some reason we have 0 likes. We had like a bunch of likes, now we're at 0. That's weird.
You know, they say
Where'd
that
the likes
the
go?
greatest nation on earth is donation, but I think it's urination.
I think it's alienation.
That was a good TV show.
All right, guys, that's it. We're out of here. So, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Cinema 77. I'll be emailing you tonight, and this. Oh, an item sold. Ooh, my Let's Find Pokemon book sold on Mercari. I just made some money. Yeah, I'll be sending that. I'll be mailing it out to you, and yeah. So again, guys, that is it. You want to say anything?
Keep wearing those pajamas.
What the hey?
What the hey?
Oh, Animaniacs is coming back?
What's coming back?
Animaniacs is coming back?
They've been talking about a revival on that, but I don't know.
My other Let's Find Pokemon book just sold.
It says cha-ching!
The funny thing is that person could have contacted me and I could have bundled those 2 books together and saved her, like, I don't know, like $5 on postage.
Did you know Seth Green's first claim to fame was a series? No, it didn't air in this area, but in a series of local commercials that aired like regionally around the country. He was the cha-ching guy, where he would just say cha-ching and people went nuts.
Nope.
They didn't air in this area though.
Oh, I'll explain it. All right, guys. You good? All right, so for real this time, unless somebody says something else that I want to talk about, we're done. So, all right, guys. Again, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I will see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I'll see you next Monday's live stream. And Movie Rod is from the Philippines. Awesome. Okay, wait, hold on. He's from the Philippines. I should answer this. Hi, CS from the Philippines. I would like to know if you can ship here. Oh, that's it. Yes, I can ship to the Philippines. That's awesome. You're watching from the Philippines. So anyway, all right.
If you do customer service phone calls, I may monitor your call.
You do Philippines?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. So yes, Movie Rod. Yeah, contact me, email our Instagram, and yeah, I can ship to the Philippines. Probably expensive because Philippines is kind of far away, but I can. Anyway, guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow and on next Monday's live stream. And again, congratulations to Cinema 77 for winning House with a Clock in its Walls for my 10,000 subscriber giveaway.
Steven wants us, before we go to answer, best Dustin Hoffman movie. Not Tootsie. I don't like Tootsie.
I don't know.
Dick Tracy. Mumbles.
I was gonna say, what's that movie? Oh gosh, dog something. What's it called?
Hotel for Dogs.
No. Oh, I gotta watch.
Hotel Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda for Dogs.
I don't know. I can't think of the name. I'm tired. I need food. I need to go. Can we just go already? Can we finish this, please? For the love of God.
What does God need with a starship?
Wag the Dog. Thank you. No, wait, that's not the movie I'm thinking of. Although you are right. I'm thinking of a different movie though. But Wag the Dog is good. Nobody's name in the movie. I don't want it. Anyway, I'm done. Bye.
Fear.
Shut up. Bye. See ya. All right. See you guys. Anyway, check out Joe's channel, MegaPodtastic. I was going to say MegaPodtastic.
It's an upbeat, motivational song about life.
And then, on that note, goodbye. So, all right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you guys later. Bye. So what did I end up getting for dinner? I just went with McDonald's. Yeah.